Waiting, quitting. Okay, we're live. Okay, welcome to the show. Okay, so
And just like that, we are done. Bye bye, guys.
yeah, we should leave right now. Okay, so I have a couple of news stories. We're gonna wait for people to come in. Uh, they're already talking about it. Well, I don't know if they're talking about it, but obviously I have theories for you too. But obviously are we live?
I don't know if we're live,
We're
but
live, bro. Everything always just takes forever. People watching the VOD after he's here. I guess we're live to one person. Okay, so I have a couple of theories for you after, but first thing is okay, so I told you. Remember the other time we are looking and Ash? We saw the ending. Ash.
so I'm just laughing at myself because I just realized that now, based off the way the camera's looking at me and the way I look down at the screen, it looks like I'm looking like it looks like I'm like depressed.
Where's your? Oh, your laptop's on your lap.
My laptop's on my lap, so I look down. I'm just like,
Yeah, I gotta lower like your camera or something.
no, I'm good. I'm gonna look up here. But yeah, no, continue. I'm gonna move this stuff to.
Okay, guys. So remember, well, I don't know, not guys. We're talking to you. So
when I speak, I'm alive. Continue. Yep.
okay, so I was showing you the ending to Ash. Yo, there's a Japanese person here. Do you speak Japanese? I don't even know. Oh, this is Chinese. I got canceled. So like I told you last time, we were looking last time on Ash when he left. Oh my God, this is not what happened. Okay, Ash got his Pidgey out back. I remember we were looking at that stuff. So obviously the anime's done, right? So what I want to talk to you about is that a new anime is going to start, Pokemon Horizons. So the first episode is, guys, chat. What do you guys think of Pokemon Horizons?
I saw some news. I saw some news on it just like earlier on today. I think it's airing in a couple days.
So it's airing on the 14th in Japan. So
which is pretty quick. Like they quickly wrapped up Ash, and they're just like, you would have thought that. Sorry, I'm like talking and trying to fortify myself at the same time. You guys know me the pillow. What were you saying again?
It's got some fortify.
I'm the.
You know, I was gonna say Fortnite. Don't make a Fortnite joke.
The wing, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. The Wing Goon Guardian of Fortress.
Oh,
it's Wing Dragon. I'm just trying to give myself my own title.
But there's a Pokemon card. All right,
I'm a pill. Okay, anyways, dumb. Okay, Pokemon Horizons. This is dumb.
So, guys, Pokemon Horizons. What do you guys think? So, essentially, comes out. The first episode is on the 14th, but let me tell you the name, and I'll show Chad as well the name of the episode. So, what the frick is this? Okay,
it's like
all I can do is go to Cerebi.
Pika Block.
Okay, so the first episode, you guys can see this, right? It's called the Pet. Please. Why would it happen? The first episode is called The Pendant It All Started With, right? It's so weird, dude. Episode 1 of Pokemon. She got a freaking Sprigatito. Okay, so, I mean, I don't think we analyze their characters properly. You see the pin on their head?
No, I mean, well, we got to get to that, yeah.
We got to make this, guys, we'll get into theories real quick. Let me know any thoughts, Chad. So,
fill me in.
Oh, shoot. Hold up.
I was thinking about something completely different. Just when you see... They saw it right now. We were kind of like going on Cerebi.net, but the way that everything's kind of looking with those pictures, it really looks like Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
It's so weird to see episode 1.
It's a brand new day.
It's like freaking Jaden.
I don't know if you remember when you guys I'm acting like the cams here. When Jaden popped up in Yu-Gi-Oh, you were just like, I don't know how I feel about it. But at least if you guys watched that show,
that was good. They did.
It was good because Yugi showed up in the first episode. Yeah. You know how like I'm saying all this in a dumb way, I guess.
Because you want Ash to show up. You want him to do it. Show up.
Or if this lady, I guess we're jumping ahead, but like, will something happen in the first episode that seems like Ash saw Ho-Ho in the first episode? So I'm like, what's this? What this first episode has a lot of to kind of live up to. At the same time, it has like it may not be anything. But yeah, continue. It's just
okay. So the first thing I noticed is obviously remember they first show the characters. I'll go to her character first. She has this hairpin, right?
Yeah.
The hairpin, it looks normal, right?
It looks like that. Yeah.
Okay, you're saying it. It looks like Ash's symbol.
Wow, I wasn't even thinking that. It looks almost incomplete, but yeah, go on.
I don't know if they want to just adopt that as Pokemon symbol, but that's like the main reason people started to think, oh, it's Ash's daughter, and then they're like looking at the hair color, like, okay, Ash and Dawn.
That would have been the coolest thing ever.
If it was Ash's daughter?
If Ash's daughter thing.
What's the point? I feel like they need to... I mean, I've said this before. I feel like they're not in the same universe.
Yeah, this isn't like Naruto where they're gonna take like the best before. But okay, you know, it'd be cool. Sometimes you can use like a distant relative and it works too. So like, you know, it'd be cool if this was like Gary's child.
Man.
You see what I'm saying? So like Ash is far removed. Okay, fine. If it's not Gary, then take another character. You know what else would be cool? What if this is Misty's child?
Right. You think that'd be cool?
It'd be cool as heck. Now, obviously, like I'm saying in the sense of if you didn't know, imagine you didn't know this lady's just doing her thing. Then 25 episodes later, she's like, we're gonna go see Mama.
Oh my gosh, older Misty. You know, I
And
can
then she
buy
goes,
that.
Mama, and you run up to her, and it's like,
Long hair
hey, and it's
Misty.
long hair Misty, and you're like, what the heck?
Oh shoot.
And that would blow your brain out. And this Roy guy's Brock's son.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? I guess it's a symbol for Kanto. So I'm gonna just quit. We're gonna frick. I don't want to talk about this too long. We'll go through the characters, but this guy's so ugly, man. I thought Pokemon learned something after 20 years.
See, this is like, I don't even know.
He's like Team Magma or something.
You know, this gives me. Oh no, I was gonna. Yeah, he's so ugly.
So here's the thing. It says he's from Kanto, right? Wait, we can see.
Do we have any idea what the time? Like, this doesn't say years, right?
We don't know, but we have like some details. So we'll talk about this guy first. He has a mysterious Pokeball, and if you look at the trailer, it's this Pokeball. Now I look at this Pokemon, I'm like, all right, we know what's happened in the show. Terapagos or something about to be in this Pokeball. It's gonna be the GS ball again.
This looks like something that goes underwater. It's like
It could be something from underwater. It's got like,
but it's very ancient. This doesn't even look like a Pokeball at this point. What this looks like ancient Mew's Pokeball.
Yeah, how long ago? Yo, it has a freaking a door hinge. How old is this? Yo, you don't catch Pokemon. You get them, you put them inside, and you lock it.
Yeah, even if you look at the center, the one that's right there,
yeah,
it looks almost like that mechanism like turns or something, like it's a combination lock or something.
Yo, it's a safe.
It's like, it looks so bizarre. How big? This is his Pokeball in his hand? No, it's not.
He just has one. And so what she has, meanwhile, is a pendant, and that's what the first episode's about. It's about her pendant. I don't know.
I'm gonna do everything I can to try to be like optimistic and positive. Seeing that picture of Ash like is almost like because like that's the OG. I know that's when he's like fighting off the sparrows and stuff.
Yeah,
or maybe not. He has a Pokedex at that point. But I'm gonna do everything I can to try to give this a chance. I'm slightly becoming okay with her.
I'm okay with her. It's just
I don't like Roy.
Why is he like this?
Roy's just weird.
So it says she's from Paldea.
She's kind of okay,
and she's gonna have the Sprigatito. So what the heck is with this face?
Okay, okay, fine. Watch. You know, I was building off of like, what if someone's kid?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what if that was May's kid?
Listen, these ideas work.
That looks perfectly fine for May's kid. Now I'm just shooting out my bum right now at this point. Like I'm just farting out any damn idea. But why I'm saying that is because we don't know if later down the road they're gonna reveal something like that that makes you go.
I hope that's the thing. Okay, I'll say this in a second. But so we got
this might be the most excited people have been for the anime, even though it's changed. This might be the most excited people have been.
Bro, like they have the potential to start new. If when this starts, it's just like the cartoon setup like with Ash, where every episode is just like the same thing happening again and again, then it's gonna kind of suck. Not to hate on Ash's thing, but they have the potential to like make this a proper anime, right?
Yeah.
How many episodes do you think it would be?
This one? Knowing Pokemon, it's like I was gonna use you. Knowing Pokemon, they can.
Like, do you think it's gonna be like 200-300 episodes, or do you think it's gonna be like a 50 episode series?
I think it could cover maybe like 3 to 4 gens, and that's it.
Oh shoot! See, for me, I thought like this time next year, or I thought this would go for like 18 months max.
Oh, so you think even shorter?
Yeah, I thought they like have a proper story plan.
That could work too. You know why I'm thinking like that? Because we're on two different sides. One, you're thinking more for like, I'm thinking on the side of, if I'm Pokemon, I'm stretching this.
You're just
like I feel like Apple. I'm gonna stretch this phone for 12 more years.
I get the idea that with each gen they're gonna like tell a proper story, because if you took the XYZ story and you took Ash out and you made it like its own story, like you copied the same thing, it works as a good little arc. But the problem is they have to reset him at the end and all that. So that's what led people to like saying like, oh, XYZ was good. What happened after? Okay, so look, she got like what, the anime girl face here. She got a freaking phone. She looks like a mom on the. She look like the player.
Like I said, she looks like almost like a young mom, but like almost like it's not young mom. She's if you knew who her mother was, you would see her in her mother. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm okay with the character. The design is not like crazy. Like, for example, with all due respect, I'm not trying to be rude here, but if Iris was the main character, it would be a bit kind of like,
you can't say that someone's gonna be an Iris fan.
You're an Iris. Good. I'm a fan of every damn person. Good for you. But I mean, like, that character works. If you get a bit too crazy,
if you ask me, I don't.
Okay, fine. Let's put it this way. Imagine, take the girl out. Roy's the main character. Having fun?
He's like Maxi's nephew.
No, he looks like.
Why does he have this shirt? Is it
I always find it weird. Like, did he went to the same store that Leon got his hat from?
Okay, I don't know.
These guys got these fitted caps that flopped up this way.
He's got a life jacket.
He crazy. Yo, you see what I hit in the star joint?
Okay, let's see. Let me see this. Okay, the GS bar, right?
What was that again? I completely forgot what that was.
Celebi was in
Celebi's
the GS
in there,
bar.
right?
Guys, Celebi's in the GS bar, right? Someone said, big up Patty Murphy. He says, attack a toddler while screaming Y2K never happened so they know I'm not playing. What does this even mean? What the frick have you? What's wrong with you?
Attack a toddler was screaming Y2K never happened so they know I'm not playing.
Yeah, Y2K never happened. Yo, could you imagine how many people are born after Y2K? Not that I remember. That was what, 6 seconds old? But it's weird. Okay, so
shut up, Patty.
So here's the thing with her. She got this pendant. Okay, so we'll talk about the GS.
More hexagons, damn it.
This is what I'm talking about. So she have a pendant. That's a Terapagos symbol. That's the Terra symbol. So what? She got like these guys both got something like 2 pieces of Terapagos Awakening or something. Who gave you that? And why is this man from Kanto when he has the ball?
More theory. Where'd you get that from? Doesn't that look like a family heirloom?
It does.
And she's from Paldea. You see where I'm going with this?
She's from Paldea. Yeah. And look, her first episode's called The Pendant. It all started with. So maybe it shows it in a case. It looks like someone gave it to me. I was gonna say
passed down.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe like
family heirloom.
The start of Sun and Moon when you like save Cosmog. I thought maybe it'd be something like that, and she gets it in the first episode.
I feel like that's something like her grandma gave her.
Yeah. Grandma Misty. Every character's Misty. All right, so I think we're done with this. But first episode's on the 14th. So the thing with this is they could always reveal like, so there could either be hints in anime or hints in universe about Gen 9's lore.
What'd you say?
So there could either be hints just in anime, like they're gonna build their own mystery up, or some of the stuff in this could reflect like the actual Gen 8 lore, Gen 9 lore. Okay, so that's the first thing.
Horizons. It's a good name.
Yeah. Second thing is I was talking about this in a video, but so moving back on.
What the heck? I was right.
What?
It says pendant given from her grandmother.
Oh my god. Oh shoot.
Man, I hate when that stuff happens because it acts like it's almost as if like I read it.
No, you obviously didn't. It says her name's Liko, by the way. It says she attended Indigo Academy. What is this? It's an academy in Kanto. Ew, this is Brock's dad.
Okay, so don't you get the idea that this is long after Ash's time? You think Ash is hanging around where there's Indigo Academy? This reminds me of like Boruto, where they're all like,
literally the school.
Like, in Boruto, they all have like mechanical like jutsus now. I'm like, this is gone. This teacher guy does not look like Ash's gen.
All right, chat. All right, type 1 if you think it's in the same universe as Ash's, so it's like maybe 50 years after Ash, or 2 if you think it's in its complete own universe.
So in Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Yu-Gi-Oh, it's in the
Yu-Gi-Oh's time. It takes place like a little bit after, like
it's like what, 5 years or
I think
maybe
it takes
like 10 years.
No, it takes a bit. Yeah, it does because
he's like already Yami age, right?
He's in an academy, which means there's now a Yu-Gi-Oh academy similar to this, which means it's like different than like the gladiator world that they came from. But in Yu-Gi-Oh, like Seto Kaiba's now running the whole world in GX.
Oh yeah, that time. Okay, that's pretty cool.
So I'm trying to bring some of that into here. Sorry if I'm bringing other like shows, but
yeah. So it is
Indigo. Shut up. Sorry, it was my phone watch.
It is interesting that they placed the academy in Kanto, which means like they're like trying to balance it still, the Kanto Paldea thing.
Wait, so tolerate my crazy. She's from Paldea. She's from Paldea, but she goes to the academy in Kanto.
In Kanto, and she has a Sprigatito, yeah.
And the other guy's from Kanto.
And he goes to the academy.
And he goes to Paldea?
No, he goes to that academy.
Oh. As imagine the exchange students. I'm like, what y'all doing on both sides? So they both go to Indigo Academy.
Indigo Academy. You know what? That's so funny. It's called Indigo Academy because that's the DLC name, but it's also like that's the Kanto name. Indigo Plateau, Palatine. It's all about colors. They're messing around here.
You know what's so like interesting about this? This is the first time you have this show starting, and we still like the DLC is gonna come out in 8 months.
Ish, yeah.
Which means how many episodes of this are gonna come out? You think this can complement?
It will complement it, I think.
That would be very cool. This would be the first time since the first season that the show kind of complements the game.
Yeah, properly.
Because if you remember, the reason why people got into Red and Blue originally, they watched the show. And then they jumped into Red and Blue. That's how I did it.
They took some initiatives in the anime before. Like I think they showed Bonsly while it was only Gen 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty cool. And then Riolu had his own movie. I mean Lucario, but that's a Gen 3 movie, I think.
I think so.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
And they did that for Zork. Yo, the Zork movie was like the last one I properly watched.
They did that for a couple Pokemon, a couple things. Like even Pokemon 2000, Slow King popped up and he was a second gen.
Oh,
But I don't know if yeah, and it was just Ho Lugia and him that was shown.
well, I think it was probably out by then.
You think? I watched it in theaters. I watched the first 3 as a child in theaters. But
Pokemon
anyways.
2000 is the second one, right? You know what? Maybe it was early still. Oh yeah, no. So I think they'll take some liberty. Look, I bet you like in the, I'm not I bet you. Maybe in like the first few episodes, depending on what Terapagos turns out to be. If it's like a Cosmoem, like innocent turtle, you might see it crawling around somewhere in like the first few episodes. You never know what they'll do.
This is gonna be so weird because if he's in, it's just gonna collide with the video game. I'm saying because you're saying right now what you just said. If she's running around as a little Terapagos, just
and meanwhile he's like casually in the anime, but he's like the main purpose in the That'd be weird. Okay, so let's move to Scarlet and Violet. So I was talking about this in a video. So the DLC hype season is a lot more different than the normal hype season. I mean, they've been doing it different since Sun and Moon, but Sun and Moon they like spoiled a bunch of stuff.
Sorry, I actually wrote something, but it's not that important. But since we're dipping in the topic, like I got one more thing. Do you think this is going back to the anime, and then maybe we'll come back to it later? Do you think the characters, unlike the first attempt with Ash, do you think in this rundown this time, do you think they'll age?
No. Why would they age, bro?
I'm kind of thinking at some point Roy gives up his hat and he gets older.
I would look, oh my god, like
wouldn't that be nice?
12 months when there's a time skip and there's like a revenge arc.
Exactly. I was kind of thinking like Naruto-ish, like where they do their thing. And what was Naruto? Just a 2-year time skip, right? Just 2 years he went away, came back. So 2 years went away and they came back, and all of a sudden Roy's like, hey. And then she's just like, hey, they're all like older. That'd be cool, right?
I want them to do it. I just don't believe in Pokemon. But Pokemon's anime team is actually good. Like if you remember, like when they make references to his team, they remember every single Pokemon he's caught, right? So they know how to write. It's just how much they're allowed to do. I think a freaking time skip would be so sick.
I would love that. And it's not like a One Piece time skip where I'm crushed. I need a time skip. I mean, just no. Maybe they just finished the first like league and it's going to the second gen or third gen, and then they're just like, I'm gonna train to get stronger for the next one. And the next thing you know, season 2 starts, and the person's all grown up, and then you're like, yo, I want to go see what happened to Roy. Roy's missing his hat. And you're like, oh,
he's aged.
He's aged.
He's edgy now. Someone says, Brandon Grimm says, could a third game in this gen come out like Yellow and you play as Roy or Liko? That's not gonna happen. The DLC is pretty much the third game, but maybe like a.
If only you can make your character look like Roy or Liko.
Yeah, you know what? You're onto something. They might put an outfit. I think people.
If I were Pokemon, I would deliberately try to put a hairstyle and outfit that makes it look close to Liko.
Yeah, and F Roy. We should just have her.
Yeah.
Let me see.
It's not hard to look like Roy. I already look like Roy in the game, anyways. I'm just missing the hat.
No, you don't, bro. Look at this. Oh, okay.
You want to see my character?
What? Because the skin color? Skin color. I look like him.
Oh, not me. I mean, my character in the game looks like.
Oh, Roy. Your character in game.
Not me. I don't look like Roy. This guy has no facial hair.
I was wondering why you said that. Okay, so love you, teacher. Every time you post an episode, thanks, bro. So what I was making a video on is the DLC hype season is different. When do you think the next trailer would come out?
For
just to reveal
anime
some
or
news.
DLC?
No. For now we're talking about the game. So
okay,
to reveal some information because it's been, it's only been like 5-6 weeks. Still, felt like it's been forever.
I feel like we're going to talk about the same topics again.
I have none heat top. I have some heat top. Okay, I'm just saying the way Sword and Shield. I'll tell you how it went for Sword and Shield's DLC hype season. So for Sword and Shield, the DLC was announced in January.
Mm-hmm.
That's January 2020. Yeah, and Sword and Shield came out 2019. So next year they went straight into it. They announced DLC. They announced the 2 DLCs, Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra. And then 2 months later in March, they put out a trailer. It's a meaningless trailer. They don't really reveal much for DLCs. And then the next trailer came out in June, right before the Isle of Armor comes out. And then the last one, September, just before the Crown Tundra comes out. So January, March, June, September. We're in Scarlet and Violet now, and the first trailer came out in February. And I tested that to being that they're behind. Because they're fixing bugs. They would have wanted to put the trailer out in January and get more people aware of it. So I'm saying they maybe combine the January March trailer for the February trailer. So that just leaves 2 more trailers at the bare minimum. There could be more. And here's the thing. So
all we have are potentially 2 more trailers to extract.
Yeah. What are they called again? Hidden Treasures of Area Zero. If you look up the release date,
Arizona.
what have I? What? Oh my god! I was like, what is this release date? Yo, guys, remember when it was just 2021 and we are waiting for this freaking game to come out?
Brilliant Diamond.
I don't want to talk about that. So here's the thing though. If you look at their release dates, it says planned release date fall. So first off, the fall is already
Planned.
and that's the thing, planned. Okay, so is it fall?
That's like saying we'll see release date.
That's pretty much what. So let me see what months are on. It's like August, October, right? Okay, September, October, November. November fall is in November is fall.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I don't know.
Can take until I'm gonna say October maybe, which is crazy.
But you think if they delay it, they may just like try to like release more stuff in between to be like, hey man, keep you in hype.
That's the thing. I'll get to that in a second. So Teal Mask Fall 2023. And this guy's winter. Shut up about winter. It's gonna be 2024. Talking about winter 2023. It's gonna be like January, March 2024. So about them. So if there were trailers for this, it would come like right before fall 2023 in winter, if they're not delayed somehow. But okay, let me see if anyone's saying anything. So
say something in the chats, guys.
Someone said what a good game that was for BDSP. The thing is, I was kind of trying to, when I was recording some Divine Down, I was trying to talk about how, y'all got to stop complaining and just enjoy the games. But while I'm editing the video, I'm like, nah, you could complain about BDSP still.
In comparison to Scarlet and Violet, or just in?
Yeah. What I was saying in the video is, like, just enjoy a game for what it is, because that's it. Just enjoy a game for what it is. But then, I think BDSP is like a specific example where you actually can complain about it.
Haven't played it yet. You know, it's so funny. I bought it and it's in my room.
Which one you buy? Pearl?
Brilliant Pearl.
Sky.
What's it called?
No one cares what it's called. Bro.
It's Palkia. He's on the front. I still have yet to play it. I'm gonna play it. I might play it.
So about you saying maybe someone said no offense. I'm done with remakes. No, you're not. Shut up, bro.
Okay, listen. Remakes only went weird as of recently. I loved Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
And you loved Auraz.
Auraz was good too, but Heart Gold and Soul Silver was great. Okay. The minute Pokemon started following you and you're like, yo, I'm in Silver again. This is amazing.
Yeah, Heart Silver must be the most Heart Gold and Soul Silver must be the most pivotal remix, because I remember even when the year was like 2008-ish and people are trying to fake just the notion of those old ass Gold and Silver graphics getting remade. It was mind blowing when those first like screenshots came out,
and they kept it pretty much like the same game intact, like
same game, because it was like the Avatar thing still.
Yeah, that was really cool. But anyways, going back to this,
I have to.
Oh yeah, you can check it out. Yeah, it was that. See, it almost looks like. Doesn't it almost look like it's?
Look, these screenshots were crazy.
They look great,
and like there's some stuff you forget since you've seen these so long. But
look at that picture. That is such a great picture. Like you still see Silver in the
Silver there. And the main thing is it's all like 3D semi. Yeah. I remember that was like one of the big things. What the freak? Chikorita does. Why Chikorita look ass? Chikorita was following you. This was crazy.
This was a good adventure.
I think this was the most pivotal remake, because Fire and Leaf Green. I mean, we just imagine Fire and Leaf Green. It's only Gen 3 and they already remade something. Now we have to wait like half a decade to get a remake.
Yeah.
Okay, so
wow, that was a great game. Anyway, so they do work. It's just as of recently they're
starting to
see the thing that needs to happen is, what would be the next remake?
Black and White.
So for Black and White to work in a way where you guys are like not upset at it, it needs to be built on Scarlet and Violet's engine. If you built Black and White and Scarlet and Violet's engine,
crazy.
It would be nuts crazy. And you could still do it. Don't tell me how do we replace Miraidon and Koraidon? Just have 6 Pokemon. Go bring the HM. No, bring the HM system back. And then they'll do this. You could get it close enough to the Miraidon and Koraidon thing if you bring back.
No, you absolutely can replace it. Look, Black and White they went off New York, so they had these cities. This in full Scarlet and Violet 3 would be crazy. They're hiding stuff. There's like something behind the Pikachu. So for me, for Black and White remakes, I would love Scarlet and Violet, but I'm under the notion that they're gonna save their like Rio main series games and like graphical and ambitions for like a new gen. So like Gen 9, Gen 10, the fresh games. And I have this sense that maybe if they do remakes, that they're not gonna put that. Not that like this is what I think. You remember Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, right?
Yeah.
I have the notion that that black and white remakes might look like this. They're not gonna be a Let's Go game, but they're gonna be like the smaller 3D like this. What do you think?
You don't think it's possible that it could be the other way around, where it's like, okay, so I'll give you an example. I always use like other games, but this might annoy. I don't know if people get annoyed by this because I'm always using other games, but okay. So I'm playing a game right now. It's called Forspoken, right?
Yeah.
So that game is literally built on, I'm a fan of Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy.
So Final Fantasy 15 is a game, right? That's long been out. Then they brought out this game. This game is built on the exact engine. So what ended up happening is why I'm saying that is because they took that engine, they made it, and it did really, really well commercially. 2-3 years later, for another game that's not as important, they're using that engine. Right. So you see, it's almost like backwards. What I'm saying is Scarlet and Violet in 2-3 years becomes outdated. Well, they use that engine saying it's worth using it. Because there's another point. So,
oh no.
I wasn't moaning. I was like reacting to
Frig, man, I have to remove all of these freaking buttons. I keep pushing stuff.
I forgot I was gonna say.
You're saying, oh man,
I need the PlayStation replay button.
Oh man. Well, we do have a replay. Can replay the stream. Should we do it? Guys, what was he talking about? So I said Final Fantasy 15 was great. All right, you're saying that okay, so the engine is like a few years old.
In that situation, they had something that really worked, and years later they used that.
It's outdated enough that okay.
And then the second point that I wanted to add. If in the next 2-3 years we get a Switch Pro or another iteration of the Switch where the engine gets stronger, now developers are building games for that engine.
You know what? You might be onto it. Maybe they would have to be Scarlet and Violet graphics.
This could be the last of the doo-doo graphics as we know it, because the next gen, because if I know correctly, the Switch uses like an AMD, like really doo-doo chip. I don't know enough about it. But if they improve the graphics by a little bit, who knows what they can make with it.
You know what? You're onto something. I don't know how many times they can keep going back to graphics like this. If it somehow turns out, somebody happy Easter, guys. If it somehow
happy.
We don't follow holidays, but I remember it was Easter. Someone said we should have called it the Sandstream podcast. That was pretty smart still.
Sandstream.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Scarmo saying that too.
Like Tyranitar-ish.
Sandstream. Okay, so now
or chilling with tea. Sorry.
Okay, here's the thing, right? And chat us, let me know what they think. So it's like this, right? Pokemon's gonna start to have a couple projects.
Yeah.
Right now they have the main games they're doing. Then they have
side games.
Is that Luffy? Oh, I just looked up on the screen. I'm like, who is this? That's literally why is he there? What the frick?
That's the bug catchers now.
I look up there and I'm like,
the Straw Hat Pirates.
So, bro, Pokemon has a bunch of series right now. We don't know how many of them are continuing, right? But just according to main series games, you have, let's say Scarlet and Violet. Then we're gonna have Black and White remakes. So that's Gen 5 main more core remakes. Then there's the Let's Go series. So there might be Let's Go Johto, which are
they're still treating that as another series.
We don't know if they're gonna continue it, but imagine it seems like an easy money grab for them. So that's 3 series, and then Legends, right? So unless they put full effort into every single game, Let's Go and like the Gen 5 remakes might have to have ass graphics, and then the main series games and then Legends might have to have like the actual innovative graphics.
That makes sense. I just wish that if they were going to be like that, like make that kind of a hierarchy, that they would price them more accordingly.
Price like Let's Go is an expensive game, isn't it?
No, I mean like okay, so what? Scarlet's 80, and then
Let's Go's
80, and Let's Go's 80, and then
I don't know how
the Chibi Art is 80, and it's all 80. I don't want. I'd like them to be more appropriately priced. Just
here you go. Gage says remake Red and Blue on Bravely Default engine. Pokemon Job System spin-off. What is Bravely Default?
What is Bravely Default? I thought this guy was gonna say make Fire and Red on Unreal Engine. I'm like,
that'd be crazy. What is Bravely? What is this? A side scroller? Oh,
this is like
Red and Blue. So this is Let's Go like. You're saying Red and Blue. That's what they did. That's what Let's Go is.
I don't know. Maybe he means the art style. This almost looks like Final Fantasy Chronicles. Remember the game you played?
Oh, there's you are right.
That looks kind of cool. Oh wow! Imagine as if they're gonna build it on this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Pokemon still.
I wish. What an adventure that would be.
Then they started Let's Go's a Weird Suitor remake. Gen 8 started DLC, and then BDSP were 1 remakes almost. Then Legends. Yeah, they took a bunch of different like takes with the remakes. We got to see what they're doing with that. Bravely Default is a Final Fantasy spin-off.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we should get into theories, but they have so many series going on. I think they should juggle all of them. Like they could make so this is the thing. If the next game, if the DLC gets delayed to let's say October and then March, first off, that's gonna mess up with their plans for next year. I don't know, maybe they got a Legends game ready, or maybe they have, or so what they should do is like drop a Let's Go Johto, easy. Drop Legends would be a hard one, and they're probably working on like Gen 5 remakes right now, but like they could just, they have so many titles now, they could just keep dropping it.
They could. They have it all set up to be able to go through any. It just depends on how stretched. Because I feel like if they're already pressed for
Time
rolling out Scarlet and Violet properly,
Yeah.
they may have to scrap some of the stuff or postpone until later or something.
I just remembered why I said that for Black and White having these graphics is because the remix before there was BDSP.
Yeah.
So there's no proof they're gonna try to treat like the old remaking old games properly.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell if I was gonna say I can't tell if they lower the quality because they know it's not as valuable. Like for example, you made a brand new game versus a remake, right? But then I think of again PlayStation games.
It is not as valuable.
But in PlayStation games, when they do a remake, it's not as valuable, but they still do a pretty good job. Like what was it? Demon Souls or something. One in Bloodborne, some game they got remade, but it was done pretty well.
Some did, yeah.
Like they work hard on the remake. Here they don't. I feel like they don't have the incentive to want to take the remake seriously.
That's the. I think remakes are such a good opportunity because it's like the storyboard is already written,
so it's very easy.
And that's exactly what they did for not Let's Go here, but for BDSP. The outline is already there. I think all they did was send Masuda to ILCA and said, "You overview these guys as they make the game." So Masuda just sitting on the beanbag chair while they already have Diamond and Pearl. Some people even think they like took Diamond and Pearl and used something to like be able to easily copy the same tile layout. So that's the opportunity with remakes, is that you already have something to base it off. You don't have to actually like be in the main boardroom figuring things out. So you know what? I think Black and White remakes, they have no reason to actually treat them with enough respect to give them Scarlet and Violet graphics. I think at best we're gonna get these kind of graphics.
I think we really have to. I think we have to wait for like a Switch Pro and other things to come out. I want to see the technology improve that then makes Pokemon run out of excuses to make like lower class games.
You are right with that, man. Like as the graphics improve, they can't go back to ass graphics.
Yeah,
I mean, like as the hardware improves. So someone said Masuda killed Pokemon. What are your initial thoughts when you hear this? Masuda killed Pokemon.
I don't know that he did, but I feel like isn't he like the guy that keeps getting like elected for like
elected? Is it a democracy? He's like a left wing.
He keeps getting. Isn't he like at the highest promotion of like?
Masuda made Pokemon. You can't kill it. That's like saying the creator. I mean, I guess you could say like the creator of Naruto killed Naruto.
But he's not allowed to. Well, he's not the creator of it. It's the other guy.
So there's like 3 people who.
He's like the marketing dude, isn't he?
He's the composer, but there's like 3 core people. Yo, but there's not one bad song in Pokemon, which is crazy.
Okay.
No, you can't even argue that. You just can't remember. But like I could pull up any song, even Clavo's theme. You know how
those are all his compositions?
No, they got more people on board now. But he's like there's 3 people who came together and
he should put a tag when he's making the songs. Masuda, boom, ba-dum. That's not how songs go, but it's usually
Masuda drove Pokemon off a cliff. Bro, Masuda's allowed to. Listen, I'm gonna say if you
Masuda is allowed to, he's gonna drive it off the cliff and then it's gonna grow wings and he's gonna start just flying.
the Miraidon.
He's like, nah, I got you.
Wind and I could play. Guys, name me any theme. Let me show it to him. Somehow, like
he composed the original like Palatine, all that stuff.
Everything, yeah. Chat, make sure
that's cool. Do. That's him.
Yeah. So Game Freak, I gotta remember who the 3 were.
So he's not the main guy. It's the bug. It's the bug dude.
The bug guy's the main guy, but 3 people came together to form Game Freak. So it's Satoshi, the bug guy. Then we have Ken Sugimori, who does the artworks. You remember this guy?
Hey.
He's the one who draws this style of artworks.
Yeah.
And then there's Masuda. So Masuda is like any one of these 3, they're allowed to drive Pokemon off the cliff. Let's just see what Masuda's been up to. It's got as an age or something.
So what is he now? He's still composer?
So look,
Or is he director? Look at all this.
So in Pokemon Rim, look, he's a pro. He's still programmer, music, and sound effects. Hey, Pokemon healing sound effects, everything is pretty pivotal. Pokemon Blue. So this is like a Japan special one programmer again.
Ooh, he made the music and sound effects for Silver and Gold.
He's advisor for Stadium. Yo, maybe he got elected still.
He's the one that advised him to do those weird moves of Pokemon.
The Dodrio flying, yeah.
Yeah, the Dodrio flying.
Look, he's sub.
That's what I was gonna say. No, but the music in Gold and Silver was great. Like, do you remember? Like,
Olivine. I gotta remember. Maybe it's this team. Yeah.
I was thinking of like the Rockets, like don't.
All of that is sick. Let me see if it's all of it.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
Why is it playing there, guys? Could you hear that?
Oh, my childhood has returned.
Guys, could you hear that? I think I screwed up our audio.
That is fantastic. If you guys didn't hear it, oh my god, that was like a.
Okay, guys, let me know if I messed up the audio because I just changed something. Yes, I remember when I played like Silver and I got to this town, I would just be like so sad. I'd be like,
really?
Yeah, bro, this music got me so sad.
I remember exactly what I was like when I was playing this game. This is like my most favorite.
Yo, Masuda's a G, man. He's allowed to. It's so
I was
funny.
too young for Red and Blue, but I was like right at the right time for this game. So he made all these songs. That's dope. Like the Rockets hideout thing. This, see, that's
for
that 8-bit thingy.
8-bit, they don't have much to work with. Like that's
job.
why half the Pokemon cries overlap. So with the limited space they had, he composed some bangers, man.
And just as like a side note, you know, it's crazy. When this has nothing to do with Masuda and stuff, but when Red and Blue came out, right? It came out, then they put Gold and Silver, right?
Yeah.
They somehow fit all of that additional stuff in the same cartridge.
Oh, you're talking about the Kanto post game?
No. So what I'm saying is like Red and Blue, they created, like, I watched a little documentary on it.
Right. I see
somehow they took the exact same thing and they were able to compress all the files and stuff so that it was able to contain
their game
Gold and Silver in the same size.
Yeah.
So they
Gold and Silver is a huge expansion.
Like, if you ever download like a ROM for Gold and Silver, it's still kilobytes
which
long.
we've never done before, yeah.
But if you've seen the file size,
the file size is like what, 64 kilobytes.
You get the point what I'm trying to say though, right?
Yeah.
Red and Blue is like the exact, like they were able to compress that into the same.
Here's the difference: it's just Color and Gold and Silver.
Yeah.
And Crystal, they're animated. So despite it being another Game Boy Color game, they made like 5 times the progress on it.
Yeah, using the exact same file size.
And then we got what was it, Iwata, who compressed it so we could get Kanto. Like that's
crazy. They fit all that in there. So that's kudos. That was when they were like, see, I'd like to believe that if they did Red and Blue and in the same file size, they made Gold and Silver, you'd be like, this is a huge evolution. Then they have the DNA in them to take something and make it work.
Yeah.
So even though the Switch is doo-doo right now, they still have that DNA of being able to bring something out. And they proved it with Scarlet and Violet. When you see Diamond and Pearl, you're like, then you see Scarlet and Violet, and you're like, okay, so they're showing that it can still stretch the Switch engine really far. So I'm trying to say, okay, so if you did it before, do it again. Can you bring us another one and push?
Yeah. So I think,
like, have you seen how Zelda looks? They are pushing the Switch.
How can Zelda figure out how to do the graphics? But I guess Game Freak's just behind on some stuff.
I just wanted to push it. Well, anyways.
Okay. Look.
More music.
So yeah, first off, right, Rip Iwata.
RP who?
Iwata. You remember Iwata, right?
Who's Iwata?
You know who he is. I know all the Japanese names sound the same to you. That's the problem. Okay, so he's the guy who passed away.
No, I do not know who that is.
No, you remember. You're like researching it all.
That's my guy.
Iwata.
Oh my god, you gotta show it to me. I'll apologize.
So someone said Masuda is a bad director, right? Actually, I'm not gonna say anything. It's just funny when people like if you go on Twitter, some people say, "Yo, Pokemon sucks now," and then you look at the sales and they're only doing like double each year. Is it only you think Pokemon sucks? Okay.
That's always the most. I'm not even gonna get into that.
Look,
it's crazy. This is crazy.
Masuda, man. Did he do this too?
This is fantastic.
All right, let's see what this was. Did he supervise a puzzle game? He was the main director for Crystal. So he directed when they made animated sprites. He directed like the first proper sister game.
He approved Eugene.
He proved freaking Eugene. Game scenario, game design, US coordination. I don't know what that is. Look, he made the original sound for Stadium 2.
Wait, he's part of the Super Smash Bros. Say what?
I don't even know what this is about. He supervised Pokemon. He just supervised a bunch. Look, you know the experience you must have to be a supervisor for all these projects. Look, he was the director for Ruby and Sapphire. And here's the thing, Ruby and Sapphire. So Gold and Silver was being made in what, like, Gold and Silver got delayed so much. So Gold and Silver is back in 1999, before the name of Pokemon could die. And they're like, dude, we have to come back as strong as possible. He directed Ruby and Sapphire, which you might like mess with the hype that it actually should deserve. Is the first game that actually brought the world to the what's the word? It brought the world to like an ending state. Like how you're about to wreck the world. I know they reuse that concept after in every game.
Yeah, but that was the first.
That was the first one. So that's pretty crazy. He directed that game that decided to take that huge jump.
That was a pretty good.
And also back in those days, Kagura and Rayquaza, like they felt like Arceus.
Yeah, please. I think it's still important to constantly state this. So please also understand that Masuda, like, I see the first 3 gens and you almost like give him like credit.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, wow, well, a great job. Like, you've been doing good. But you have to understand, man, I keep saying this before, but when you're like publicly traded,
yeah,
the guy has to operate differently.
You do.
So it's not, so I bet you a lot of times he'll like walk away from certain meetings and he wants to punch the air, but he's just like, I have to make the most of whatever. Like, I'm not saying he's hating what his job is, but sometimes you know how many times do we want to put a little extra something here and there? We know there's no budget, there's no this, so that, so you're limited, right? If they give him this engine, they give him this limit, and that limit, and they go make it work, and he's like, well, you're giving me like, this is all I have to work with, because they're public. They're gonna be working more towards what helps the shareholders.
Yeah.
So I keep saying that because these first 3 was when they were like the underdog. They were trying to prove themselves.
Yeah.
Now
That's
they're
what I'm saying. It should be
time.
obvious if you just thought for a second. Someone who was a part of the original team, so he was a part of the original picture painted for Pokemon, the vast adventure and the different Pokemon. He knows more about what the field Pokemon was supposed to be. How would he be the first one to mess it up?
Yeah, it's weird. You know what it's almost like? It's almost like him and the 3 guys. They're like the 3 like Hokages that started the village.
Yeah, they know
so
better
he
than
knows
anyone.
better than anyone. Like,
so
what?
If it's exactly what you're saying. If it's being messed up in current days, it's because they have to answer to, even if it's not different people, they have to answer to whatever the market is. So it's what I showed in like a previous podcast with the Ash Tree. They know we're not wasting our time on all these things. We know what to do.
In a way, that's smart.
I mean, they're winning way too much, so no one can say anything. He directed Fire and Leaf Green. Okay, so the first remakes. Okay, he composed the music. I think in Fire and Leaf Green, they had that sad music again. They did that in Fire and Leaf Green. They like snuck Johto music in the Sevi Islands. That's Kanto music still.
I don't remember that.
Oh, it might have been Seven Island.
Why is Frigg up there?
Furlaga.
Oh, I thought you were cursing.
There it is. That's so sick. So Masuda's like, listen, we're gonna secretly do some Johto stuff, and it's also cool because you know Johto's on the other side of Kanto. So even though they didn't bring Johto in the Fire and Leaf Green games, man, they did sick. Okay, let's quickly finish this. What else did Masuda do?
Yeah, okay. No, I mean he's got a huge list of accolades. He's got Pokemon Battle Revolution, Diamond and Pearl,
the Pokemon game designer for XD,
Pokemon Platinum. He was a part of.
Oh, he directed Diamond and Pearl.
Nice.
Composed for Platinum, the Distortion World, and then he composed for Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So then he started to take like a more backseat position. But I think he had a few.
See, now he's getting like tired.
No, but he directed Black and White, which was like, to some people, that's like the greatest games before like modern Pokemon. Let's see what he did.
What about X and Y?
X and Y. Oh, he directed. This guy's goated.
So he approved AZ. You know, I'm trying to wonder if he left when Sun and Moon was being made.
If he left when Sun was being made, people can't say nothing. Yo, he is a producer.
but he left. He's not directing it.
That's
He
crazy.
dipped. I quit.
Yo, that's
I quit.
crazy. Bro, that's pretty crazy.
See? Sure, he directed Diamond and Pearl, but what do you think? What are you directing at that point?
He's just directing because it's a remake.
Okay, I bet you what the remake. This is his directing,
Yeah, it's in the beanbag.
and that's it.
So he's been a backseat ever since. Actually, yo, X and Y, man. If they just made a proper post game or Pokemon Z, it would be the second best game behind.
So what if he's like, yo, I directed it, right? X and Y does so good, and he's just like, I'm ready for Z, and they're like, sorry, buddy, no budget. You're like,
yeah, it's something like that did happen for Z because it looks like they had to last minute change their plans.
You know what? I'm clowning the whole budget thing, but I'm telling you, that's actually a thing in the gaming industry, right? I told you, like, even in God of War,
when they have to bring it
when they have to do certain scenes, Corey got like a really, really small budget to work with. He was like, okay, fine, I can get one beast pop up in the scene because he couldn't do anything else.
But you're saying I remember you saying this, but he wanted to make it like super grand,
huge spectacle. So like directors usually have to work with whatever the company gives them.
All right, chat. So I need you to type either Masuda hashtag Masuda respect or hashtag Masuda's ass. I have to hear.
I want to see people.
It's a democracy. You can say whatever you want, aside from certain words. Okay, I'm gonna have some theories for you while they say that.
Go for it. Masuda's bum.
Oh, okay. So about the trailers, where they could stuff it. I don't know if you know about this. So it could be before the DLCs, but also 2 proper months where it can make sense to get a trailer is June and August. August is when Pokemon Worlds happens, which is in Japan right now. What do people say? Yo, people are saying I don't see any Masuda ass.
I saw one.
Oh, I see Masuda is ass. Masuda, let's go, guys. Someone put Masura ass. I don't know who that is. What's the gritty? Yo, guys, it's the hashtag.
Did I tell you Masuda fell off? I'm telling you, he fell off and just grew wings and he's just flying. You're not gonna stop him.
I don't know if people are doing the hashtag right. Did I say put Masuda ass or Masuda is ass? Because this looks like a 18+ hashtag Masuda ass. What if he saw this trending on Twitter? Masuda's ass got leaked. Just a bum. A bum with the Pokemon tattoo.
It's Ogrepon.
He got an Ogrepon tattoo. Oh shoot! What if Masuda's bum got leaked? Oh shoot! Oh man,
Masuda's still falling off.
He's like still
Big L to X and Y for not having DLC. Oh, that would have been kind of cool.
So here's the thing.
That was too early.
So what X1 for not having DLC? Well, it didn't come with DLC yet, but
yeah,
Pokemon Legends when they hit Gen 6 is gonna be insane.
Mm.
So the 2 months I feel like there could be news for the DLC is June and August. August is Pokemon Worlds in Japan. What's in June? If you remember.
Wait, Pokemon Worlds in June.
Pokemon Worlds is in August. What's in June if you remember?
I don't know. E3?
Apparently E3's been canceled forever.
Sorry guys, that kind of sucks.
I know you're holding your action, but so I think what happened is once the pandemic, can I say that word?
It just destroyed it.
So when that happened, E3 didn't happen in 20.
Yo, guys, the E3 is dead.
It didn't happen in 2020, then 2021, and then I think they're trying to do something in 2022, and then it got canceled. And then by the time it was supposed to happen until like a week ago, I think what happened is when all these game companies had to improvise because there's no E3, and so they did like their own live streams and stuff. They realized we don't need E3 because you have to pay so much money to even get into E3 that E3 is going to turn to a museum. I think so. I think as a company, you have to pay so much to even promote your games at E3. They're like, bro, we've been doing Sony presentation, all this. We could do it ourselves.
I know.
So they all pulled out and it got canceled like a week ago.
Really?
And I think it's canceled forever.
I think I saw that coming. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty bummed out by that. It was such when we started to like go hit it up
3 times.
We went 3 times, but it was very, very fun because like Pokemon was still a part of it. It was very much a part of it. So they had their own section. It was very, very fun. But all the games are getting showcased. Like we were there when God of War got revealed. We were there when the huge like spectacle of announcing
Final
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, so both of
Pokemon.
Both of us who were fans of God of War, right? We played them back in 2009 when God of War 3 came up. So we're at E3 one day, and we're just like walking around looking at the booths, and then there's this big television screen behind us. So we both look at the television screen.
And it's like it's so random. We're just like walking around. We're like, oh, I wonder what's happening there. And right there, like at perfect timing, it's like they just show this snowy thing, and then there's like a kid playing with his toys, going like, "Oh, you don't scare me."
Oh yeah.
Boy, and you're just like, huh? And we're just like, what is this? But you know what's weird? When we went there, here's the thing though. When we were watching it, I think we saw Santa Monica pop up. Or did we not?
Okay, so what happened is we missed the actual auditorium thing. So everyone else in E3 already saw it.
Saw it.
But so that's what they're doing, the replays on the screens in the main area. So we look up and he says boy, and then he walks out in the snow clothes, and it's freaking Kratos.
And then we just lost.
Like, what is this, a God of War 3 remake? Of course not. This guy's a beard.
So I don't know.
What the frick?
I have great memories. Everything, God of War, Spider-Man, all these games, Smash Bros. Remember how much fun we had with
we played Smash Bros early.
We did the tournament in E3, and like one of our guys got the top.
Yeah, I kept getting 4th place.
Anyways, that's a bummer, man. That's a Travis. That sucks. Because E3 really was such a fun thing.
It is.
But I completely understand once the pandemic hit, right? Are we allowed to say that?
I think now we can say it because
once the pandemic hit, it just got too easy for every company to just go their own way and just promote what they want on their own terms.
So someone said Pokemon Go and Sony would kill it. No, everyone does their own presentation. He thought Pokemon's in a Pokemon Sony presents.
That'd be weird. No, Pokemon should stay with what they're doing. Nintendo's good.
But yeah, so now
I was just saying that E3 was a great hub for just demonstrating all those games. We enjoyed a lot of Pokemon stuff there too. There's a Pokemon game there, right?
So I think we saw Let's Go. We were in line for Let's Go. And then we were in line for.
There's one more. I swear we got like.
Sword and Shield. We played the water gym.
Oh yeah.
Oh shoot.
Damn. And now that's just done.
We won.
E3 is dead and gone.
We won in 2016. 2016 was Sun and Moon, but I don't even think we checked out Sun and Moon. We just checked out God of War and stuff. All right, so yeah, I was just saying.
R.I.P. E3 then.
The 2 dates there could be a trailer is June and August.
Yeah.
But June they could still do their own thing at E3.
Okay, so we were trying to say June is supposed to be E3. Is there anything else that could be?
I think companies will just make their own E3 individually. So I think
can we put our bets on June?
I think we can put our bets on June because I think they'd want to advertise again while everyone else is advertising. Just remind people so they can maybe show something about Ogre Pond. So I think that's a good time for. And then the anime might show us some stuff. Okay, I'm gonna get into some theory. So
yeah.
Okay, first theory, guys. Let's go. Theory time. You ready? So the first theory is about Blueberry Academy, right? So when you look at, you remember that part of the game when you're doing the interview? Rika's doing the interview with you when you're in the Pokemon League.
Who's Rika?
Rika's a first League 4 member.
The little girl?
No.
Sorry, I get it. Yeah, it's just the green hair.
The green hair girl. So she has glasses on.
Yeah.
So when she's doing the interview, she asks you, what school are you from? You say Uva, Naranja, or remember there's a third option, right?
No.
Okay, there's a third option. It was Manzana. Right?
Really? What the heck? When did she interview you?
It's you, bro. You probably don't remember.
I'm like the Hulk. I'm just like destroy.
Did you really pass it on your first try? Because I failed it like 6 times and I was so mad.
Any gym leader trial, any elite thing, I passed every single thing.
No. But this was a written test.
Oh, I did. I passed this one. I passed this one.
On your first try?
I passed this one. I wish I could screen record it, man. I would have showed you guys. I passed this one. I don't know how I did it though.
What? Sorry, I'm just trying to load it.
I was using like deductive, like I was like process of elimination stuff.
So here it is, guys. So you remember?
Okay, I remember that, but I basically wrote off Manzana.
How did you know the answers? Because some of the answers that were like, you could say, "Oh, I just want to be strong," and then she would kick you out. You somehow picked the right answers.
I swear, I picked every right answer, and I know because I was like this, and I was like, I'm one of those losers. I'm like, yo, am I gonna need a guide? I'm like, no, let's just answer this to see if I flunk, and I passed every single thing. I wish I could screen record it just so I can remember the events properly, but I don't have that.
So yeah, she asks you what academy you're from. I don't know why she asks you all these stupid questions. You just like manzana. So, uva is grape in Spanish. Naranja is orange in Spanish. You know what manzana is?
Mango.
That's pretty good guess. It's apple. So the idea was going
Mangoes are good.
Idea was going around. Maybe there's a manzana academy in the Kalos part.
The Apple Academy.
It would be manzana.
Yeah.
Right? Apple Academy. But so in Japanese, Uva and Naranja are written as like literally just like Grape Academy and Orange Academy. That's how they're written in Japanese. Even Manzana Academy.
So some person who reads Japanese he's just reading it. It says Orange Academy.
This is Orangey.
Yeah. Okay.
And then like Grape or something.
Yeah.
And
Grape
then-
Academy.
Yeah. And then for Manzana, it says Apuru Academy.
I put her in.
No,
I put it in Academy. Sorry.
Apuru. Apple. That they don't know how to say apple. What does that mean to say? Apuru, right?
I put it in Academy.
What's wrong with you? Listen. So
Sorry, I don't know what I'm pretty sure you guys can tolerate that.
So, supposed to first stream, love YouTubers. Thanks, bro. So, but yeah, it's called that, right? So forget about it. But they're called Academy.
Yeah.
So when you look at the way Blueberry Academy is shown in Japan in the trailers, they write it differently. They don't write it the same way as these. Okay. So Bulbapedia has it accurate. So I'll just go to Bulbapedia.
Bulbapedia, Bulby Boy, Bulbasaur.
Bulby Boy? Who's Bulby? Oh, Bulby Boy.
Bulby Boy.
So here we go, right? This says Grape, and then this last part is Academy. So it says Grape Academy. Literally, it's just that with a Japanese accent, right? And then here we got Naranja Academy. It just says Orange, and then Academy. Even Manzana, they're not gonna have it on Bulbapedia, but it would say Apura Academy. If you look up Blue Bear, oh thank goodness, it's right here. They write it very differently. They write it says blueberry, I think, and then they have something else written here.
That's a different language.
it's the Chinese letters, but it's those word letters. It's the kanji, right? This means like it means like institute, right? So the other ones are academies. We're learning at them, and in English, we're calling it all academies. But this
institute. Institution.
Please help.
Oh Lord, we're going nowhere with this.
What? Oh, Japanese. The Japanese. Academy. It's institute. There's a different way to do this. Go to a Japanese.
Your demonstration is failing.
So it's educational institution, school or academy. So it still works as an academy, but
that kind of implies more of a strict,
like a strict or like kind of an.
Wasn't I saying that like they're very strict over there?
You're absolutely saying that. I was mentioning what you were saying when I talked about this. So it could be kind of an accident if this happened in Japanese. Like they just decided to, instead of calling it academy, use Japanese, the word letters in Japanese there. But check this out. If you look at their languages in, for example, Italian, when someone sent this to me, in Italian, it says Academy Uva, Academy Naranja, right? Even Academy Manzana. But for Blueberry Academy in Italian, it literally says Institute and then Blueberry.
Institute, yeah.
So it's almost like it's actually, what's Spanish literally put academia? But look, even French Institute. So it's almost like they call it a sister school, but there's still something to it.
Institution.
There's like a purpose to this. Like at our schools, we're actually trying to learn. That's the most important thing. Here, it's as you said, it's strict, and there's also like maybe a purpose happening there. Someone said,
like, okay, so like I'll give you an example. Imagine like you're in grade 1 in both schools, right?
Yeah.
And like in grade 1 in Uva Academy, it's like today we're gonna teach you about the Pokeball and how to throw it, right?
Yeah.
And then in their grade 1, they're like, how to level 40 your Pokemon. And you're
Right,
like, what the
right.
heck? And it's like, so like, it's almost like imagine like I'm trying to imagine like a Blueberry Academy person, and he was like, I was beating gym leaders when I was 3. You're like, what the heck, bro?
Oh shit.
Like I'm only
Like,
that's
Ambu.
hyperbole, but I'm saying institute. Like there's some there's plenty.
I
of
know. I'm
shows
trying to think of the same thing. Is it Ambu? What is the thing where they're like
so much more like capable, but
like restrictedly raised?
the problem is they're the
kids.
same age as the children in our game. So it's like you guys had the same amount of time, but one was very, very like free roam. The other one was like do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, and they've come out very robotic. And if you understand it, like almost like if you're trained like that, you're not gonna think free thought. Like our characters think free thought, and Mona, all the characters,
Yeah.
they think freely, they goof around. But if you're put in an institute, They're basically thinking for you or telling you where to think,
This
where
is
to
what
place
you have to do.
exactly. So the people that come out of that aren't going to think for themselves. They're going to think for the
Yeah.
academy.
The academy. Someone about you, what you said says, is it really that crazy? There's a little baby in the Elite Four. Hey, baby. Yo, what the frick? She's like actually 3.
It's like the dish.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, go home, baby.
I got Blueberry Academy to feed. Someone said, isn't institute like the difference between a high school and college? So maybe
sort
it's
of.
the continued education. Sister school. Big
But like,
sister
think about it.
school.
If you say, yo, if you ever go to someone and be like, yo, what happened to him? He's been institutionalized.
No, I think that's a different word. Still.
I know, but I'm saying that's the kind of
Yeah.
weight that comes to institutions.
That's true. That's exactly true.
I'm trying to say that these guys are very, very, very like preppy. I'm still trying to come up with an example. I'm gonna give you one.
the DLC kids are gonna be called Blueberry Grunts. Oh no,
That'd be so, but something like that,
something
right?
like that. That'd be
Some
very
sort of
cool.
grunts like that. You know, it'd be cool if there was different ranking. You see how like in Team Rocket, there's
Yeah.
grunts, executives, and all that.
There should be,
What if
like-
in here there's Blueberry, this,
Maybe there's junior
this,
students and senior students. Yeah.
right? So watch this.
Oh,
so
shoot.
imagine there's like junior student. So I was gonna put grunt there, but junior student, then senior student, right?
Yeah.
Then like I don't know, pro student, like almost like an A1 athlete or something, right? Then it goes up, and then all of a sudden it goes to the top of it, and it goes like
Master student.
master, and then it like,
Just master.
I was gonna say master, but I'm trying to give it like a cinematic thing, but I'm trying to say like master students, and then they go like past that point. There's like that's a tier of like deadly people,
Oh, shoot.
and Gita was something that got past that point.
Oh.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
she just came and
So
beat
what
him.
I'm saying is almost imagine this like doom, executive Gita wants the battle, and you're like, oh,
And you know executives like those.
you have to think of it like a super high position.
Okay, so if we were maybe it could be like first. Well, how could I don't want to say first division, second division. That's weird. But they could have some proper ranks. So that's one thing. Like there's something weird about how they named the academies, right, in different languages. Okay, so here's a theory about Terapagos. Do you have any? It's a theory about Terapagos. So it's this theory is about a way to look at this photo of Terapagos. Let's see what chat thinks about this too. So I'm just pulling it up. This is the picture of Terapagos, right? So this theory is
I want to one day go to sleep and see this in my dream.
I bet you have. You just don't remember.
Yeah, that's exactly how it's supposed to be. I woke up like I feel like I'm Heath.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I think it's like a weird thought, and I'm like, did that happen? I feel like I dreamt that, but I just have no memory of it.
And I actually want to go to sleep, and then it's just like
He's like, find me in the DOC. I killed Heat.
next thing you know, I'm sleepwalking and stuff.
Okay, so the theory is, okay, so this gonna bring it's good. This can lead to a cool rabbit hole. The theory is, what if this picture that Heath drew is what is this guy saying? Legend Red. This guy said, Blueberry Academy is the place where you're walking uphill both way on one leg to get to it. What? Blueberry Academy is the place where you are walking uphill both way on one leg to.
He could be talking about like what do you think he's saying?
I'm mad at it. I don't get it.
I think he's saying almost like the strictness of it. Like
Okay,
Blueberry
I
Academy is the kind of place where you have to be like walking up one hill. I'm trying to see if he's like you gotta have like 10 pounds of like your
guys, it's
backpack.
Master Roshi trade.
Yeah, it's like Master. Like you have to work that much
I'm not
harder
mad
to be a
anymore.
student.
Yeah, I'm not mad anymore.
He loves you.
Crazy Heath. So the theory is that
Yeah, that's the thing. Like it's super hard. Like it's almost like the Goku armor. Like you know they take off the armor like boom and it hits the ground.
no, it's
And these guys are just super trained. They got like 40-pound Pokeballs
they
on
got,
their
like,
waist.
special Pokeballs that half their Pokemon's power.
No, but imagine the Pokeballs are like 50 pounds.
Oh, they're like armored
And
Pokemon.
they're just wearing them, just like armored Pokemon. I was just talking about like the
weighted Pokemon. Yeah, not armored. Okay, so
I thought Mewtwo from the movie was gonna pop up.
yeah, I think armored evolution could be a gimmick in the future.
Maybe.
But you know, okay.
But yeah, I would say that.
So the theory is maybe this is Heath drawing a picture of Terapagos. The vision he got is Terapagos hatching out of an egg. He's crawling out. What's your first? I thought when you come to that, when you hear that,
You would have it follows the trippiness of it, like him just emerging out of it.
he's crawling out. Yeah.
But then like where's the exit spot? Like there's no crack here.
Well, he cracked maybe out there, and he's like crawling out.
He's crawling out, and then what? So how would you? Because this almost looks like more like. For me, at first, it looked more like a demonstration of just how capable he is. Because look at the water tides in the boat, right?
That's very true. I don't understand what's up with that.
Because then you would imply he emerged, and then what? Like he's able to like immediately out of birth, he's that capable, or is that more like in his apex he's that capable?
Oh, what if when they sealed him, they actually like a boat and a co-crew got caught in it?
I like to look at it like he has, because it's like if you look, it's circular, right?
Yeah.
So it's almost like it's almost like it revolves around this thing, like he has control over it. It's really weird because all of our theories have been about, is he duplicate Pokemon? Is he imagination Pokemon? Is he this? But then none of us think of him being like a calamity type, someone that can create like water crash tsunamis and stuff.
Water crash, he's creating an orb here. Okay, so you don't think it's an egg, right?
I don't think it's an egg.
So here's the thing. I don't think it's an egg either, but there's something interesting about cause I was trying to relearn the timeline of Paldea, and this is what I figured. Heath goes down 200 years ago, right? But it says in game that 140 years ago is when they first suddenly saw a terrestrialized Pokemon in Area 0.
Wait, so Heath went down in $120, and then they said 140.
No, Heath went down 200 ago.
Oh, so Heath went down 200 years ago, and then 140 years.
And then it just says 140 years ago is the first time they started seeing terrestrialized Pokemon. So I get the impression. Let's just pretend he there's an egg. I get the impression that Heath goes down to the base, and he gets lured, and he unseals Terapagos, or as simple as just allowing it to hatch. And now that this slow turtle is roaming in Area 0, he's already started. And now, 60 years later, now there's a first terrestrialized Pokemon. So it gives, there's this weird feeling that he accidentally did something down there. Maybe that's what they're trying to establish when they're saying this whole trip that happened 200 years ago. Maybe they're trying to establish a time period that Terapagos was set free.
Maybe.
Right?
It's not too far-fetched. Like even it's like it's not. I'll tell you if it's bad, but it's not a far-fetched idea. Even if you look at like above the hexagons, it looks kind of eggy.
Well, this thing?
No. Like you see that.
Oh, this right?
No. Like right where it starts squiggling.
Yeah.
Go down.
Yeah.
Like you see the first.
Oh,
set of, no. You see that? I need a mouse cursor. You see where it's it looks like the top of an egg, like an egg crack.
Oh, this.
He's on hexagon-y. But
yeah, you are right. That's
looks
true.
like the top of an egg thing. Like he just popped out like Ryu ran from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, so if he's a Terapagos, we got a special hexagon egg, you know.
Yeah, hexagon egg.
Okay, so we're gonna move to guys. What do you think about the theory? Guys, type in
something is like a bad theory or a good theory.
Do you think it's an egg or not? Say yes egg or no egg. And then okay, so
it'd be so funny if all this took place under a microscope.
Oh, it's a microscope. This guy's dumb,
it's like this really small thing.
It's a microscope, yeah. Someone said yes egg. This is a joke, guys. This theory's not real. No, it could be. Someone said Dual Academy Duel Links. What are you, a freaking Yu-Gi-Oh account? Those clouds are Pokemon. Look at the hand of the Pokemon. It's reaching through the clouds are Pokemon. Do you see clouds?
Did you ever notice like the starry thing at the top?
This one?
Yeah.
That's the terrestrial symbol.
Yeah, that's the same. Isn't that the pendant thingy?
That is. That's the thing. That's
the girl's wearing.
She has the literal. That's exactly it. She has the.
You think she's gonna like? You think in the first episode she's like, I'm dreaming of like going to train, and then she sees this thing.
Yo, there might be a whole counterpart encounter where she dreams.
He's flying off in the
with right on.
That's her inspiration.
Maybe she dozes off and she sees Terapagos the trance. And she's trying to, and now her journey is about trying to figure out.
I would be shocked if part of their way of hyping up the DLC is infusing it into the show.
They would be geniuses because the anime team is like separate.
I'll say it right here. If they do that,
good points.
I was gonna say like I usually don't do bets, but I was saying like I would tip my hat to them. You know what I mean?
I would tip my hat too. That's like a big thing if they have fun with the hype season like that. I'm gonna watch the episode on the 14th, so maybe I'll make like a second channel video on talking about it. Unless it's boring, but if it's something interesting, I'll talk about it. But okay, so a bunch of people said yes. What
was the guy saying about? What else was he saying in this?
So they're saying the clouds on Pokemon, on Terapagos, I guess. Look at the hand of the Pokemon; it's reaching through a force field. Okay, maybe he's saying this hand he's like trying to reach into the sphere to get something.
Maybe.
Where are the clouds? The only cloud I can see is this. Freaking Casper. The clouds are Pokemon. Does anyone see clouds? It can't be this. This is like the mountain wall.
The only clouds I see are like
this and kind of this. It's reach. Maybe if it's the hidden land. Terapagos reaches into the egg and throws Pokemon out of it. I guess maybe he's saying that this sphere is something Terapagos is trying to get to, and this is a vision of him like
sort of like trying
he's
to
like
go into
reaching in and like trying to go to it.
Maybe. We still don't know if he sits atop of it or if he's emerging out of it or if he's halfway inside.
Or if he's like caused this.
Because for all you know, maybe that's like he's stuck to there. Like it's part of like like
right. He's like crawling on
like
it.
a host.
Oh, maybe.
Not parasitically, but like he has to like reside on
something
that.
up, maybe. Okay, so
but what
we'll revisit Terapagos in a second, right? So
wait. No, like we'll go
we'll come back to Terapagos. So the thing about this next theory is we'll move on to new theory, but the thing with this theory is I don't know you don't know the characters involved in this theory. So I'm gonna have to
just Galler.
It's black and white.
Okay. I know something.
But you won't know these because I don't even know these guys.
Okay, then never mind.
But I never ran into them in game myself because I played in Japanese, so I couldn't read anything. But I knew their existence. So when I saw his face, I'm like, "That's what like." Oh, okay, hold on. So let me just start from the beginning. In Pokemon Black and White, you know how there's the Battle Frontier, Battle Tower, and all. In Pokemon Black and White, there's one called the Battle Train, and they have frick. What are these photos? They have trains in Japan, so I don't know why when they came. Oh, the Battle Subway. They have like trains and stuff in Japan, so I don't know why they thought when we're gonna do a US battle tower, we're gonna do trains. But it's called the Battle Subway, and there are two battle brains that you've never met before. And the battle
different from the ones that
the battle brains are subway bosses. Okay, and I know they look goofy.
What is he doing?
He's a train commander. So he's like commanding the train when you fight him. Now he looks extremely goofy.
Bro, look at that. This is what he's saying. Terapagos is over there.
Shut up, bro. What about this guy? No, he's over there.
Oh no, there's a twin.
So as goofy as they look, I never cared about them either, but they're extremely strong. Okay. This doesn't really prove my case.
That's a Excadrill is pretty good.
Excadrill is good. What does this guy have? The same thing. So pretty much, I think you fight one in one game and one in the other, like one in black, one in white. But they're twin brothers.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this guy's older, Ingo. So their names are Ingo and Emmett. Essentially, they're the battle tower characters. So to me, they're just optional, right? They're maybe not even real characters. Like in the sense of like, if you look at the main stories of each Pokemon games, this guy's in the post game in the battle subway. He's probably not important, right? I guess look away for a second. Let me see if I can find this.
I might take a nap.
How am I gonna find this? Because no one's actually made a video on this crap. Like I just want to show him something. I'll save your comment. I'll read in a second. Hey, yo, I can watch my own video. Finally, someone did it.
I'm drowning. This is not fair.
What the frick? Shut up.
Am I allowed to watch?
No. Okay, you can watch. You can watch. Okay. So
that was actually fun. I may take a nap like that more often.
So I was trying to find someone who made the video, but look, so
what's up, guys? Just trying to come back to Pokemon.
Yo, who's this PokeTuber?
Some weirdo. He's a Roblox tuber. So check it out, right? I'm playing Legends.
This man's hair is crazy.
Yeah, I didn't bun it back then. So I'm playing Legends Arceus, right?
You're like a rock star over there. Just sorry.
yeah. I don't. Oh, yo, look at this. Did you see that hair for a second? That looks disgusting. So I'm playing Legends Arceus. This is the professor, right? Laventon. He's like making a Pokedex. Like
this is a professor.
He's a professor. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's Indian.
Because, sure. Great.
Because okay, this is a tangent, but if you know Kaparasha, frick, man, we're gonna go down.
We're gonna go down because I don't think
I'll do it quick. Kaparasha. This is an elephant Pokemon in Gen 8, right? It's Pokedex. I think.
Huh?
I think.
Oh, I seen him in thing. It's Scarlet and Violet. I seen him as Violet.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he popped up in Violet. I don't know when.
Or
maybe not. I've seen him somewhere before.
You might have seen him somewhere. He isn't.
Yeah, that's definitely Indian because it's with the fucking this copper, but it's Raja's in it, which means king, right?
Mm-hmm. All right. I don't. Yeah. I don't remember where it says, but essentially, it said somewhere that like Pikachu's lightning bolt or something was enough to knock out an Indian elephant. And then when he writes the Pokedex entries in that game, he writes it from his perspective. So he says, like, to my understanding, blah, 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 right? And he says it can knock out an elephant from my home village, my hometown, my home region.
So that would kind of imply he's
He's an Indian, because they said Indian elephant in other entries.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe he has an Indian Kaparaja at his home place. Okay, anyhow, I'm playing this game, right?
I'm just looking at him versus like obviously this is like, and then we have Turo on the other side of the spectrum. This guy belongs to Professor Oak and all the other goofs.
Where does it happen, guys? I'm trying to find it. Just trying to find something cool. All right, so listen, I'm playing Legends Arceus.
What the
right?
frick? I'm drowning.
How did I find
Okay,
this?
boys, we've grinded enough. It's time. We're going to the new place. 28.
Damn, these graphics are pretty good.
Okay, now to catch up to Thailand from Brazil camp, the captain, and here.
My goodness, I don't know where the cutscene is,
there's
but
Irida.
I'm playing the game and look,
Dennis here.
Wow, isn't that the guy?
this guy is just in the game. So what you find out in Legends Arceus is you're playing your game and a cutscene happens where this guy's walking past you. And what you learn is this man is for some reason in Legends Arceus.
But this game doesn't this take place way older?
This takes place 150 years ago.
Oh Lord, he's immortal. Him and AZ.
So you're playing the game and guys, could you see that or did I like not show this? You're playing the game and you see him and what you learn is that he has no memories.
He has no memories.
And also, if you look,
wait, here he has no memories.
He has no memories.
So he's got what? Did Sada send him here?
He has no memories. And look, his hat is messed up. His clothes are rugged. So, you know he's not from this time period, and then he ends up in black and white. Someone sent him from black and white to the past. He actually time traveled here.
Yeah, so doesn't that kind of like...
Yeah, but something about what you're saying, right? Oh, here. Someone's saying it. They changed Raichu's entry from saying it can knock out an Indian elephant to a Kaparaja when he writes it. Kaparaja.
Oh, interesting.
So,
I didn't know that.
There's never any explanation to him. But his brother's not sent as well. It's just him. Yeah, I don't know. Like, so I always looked at him as an optional character. So when he popped up here, one, it's cool because like if he ever read like Sinnoh history books in black and white, you would see himself there because he plays a prominent role in like the Palkia side of things here.
Ooh, hello, Cap.
So the theory is like this. Since the academy is called Blueberry Academy, just some fun speculation is it's not written in Spanish like the other ones. So when they say the academy is overseas, maybe it's near Unova, since Unova is the US. So Blueberry Academy, you're going overseas. These preppy kids, maybe they're all American, you know? So one idea is maybe you go to Blueberry Academy.
Man. Yeah, no, you're right. But like I'm trying to think like where would you find warrior children?
I guess America.
Mm.
Maybe Russia?
Yeah, Russia, but like maybe
you Russia Pokemon trainers would be insane. They'd be mad
like,
strong.
I destroy you. I don't got the accent, but like
Nozdrovia, yeah.
You come here. This is the land of freedom.
You come here. You don't do it,
huh?
Bill Clinton. You come here.
You.
All right. So if it's near Unova, imagine that you're on Blueberry Academy and you talk to people who are like on like just like hanging out on the rails, and they're like, "Hey, look, we're near Unova, blah 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 blah. I love Castile City or whatever." And maybe let's pretend Ingo and Emmett. Ingo's the black one, Emmett's the white one. Maybe since it's Unova, they're just right there. Not to say you would go to Unova and Blueberry, just the lore would be you're near Unova. So let's say you're near Unova, and Ingo and Emmett are on Blueberry Academy, and let's say
one accidentally steps into time machine.
You pretty much said what I was trying to say when you saw him. So let's say whatever happens.
I'm trying to see he like trips into the machine. He's like, no. Yo, where my bro go? Yo,
yeah, bro.
He's gone, bro.
So, okay, frick.
Then he like goes home and he's like, yo, I lost my brother. Then he looks in the history book. Wait, He built the school. Just you know what I mean, like because he went to the past and then
I
he
wonder
like
if he ever sees the
some
book.
weirdness.
People say, I think the lore is that they're always together. So people, when the games come out, they're like, "Oh, it's so sad. You guys all separated." Okay, so imagine, so Ingo and Emmett are there, and they're like old heads, right? So they're hanging out. But when they hear like a suspicion that there's something wrong, or they see you snooping around, they're like, "I'll help you out." So they just join you, right? So let's say it's you, Namona, Ingo, and Emmett. Emmett goes.
That'd be cool,
right? Emmett chose, and you have to split into two groups. So Emmett, the white one, goes with Namona, black one goes with you, and they're like helping you, kind of Team Rocket style, get to the bottom of Blueberry.
Yeah.
And when you're at the bottom, couple ideas here, but essentially what I'm trying to lead to is pretty much what you said. What did I write here? Okay, I put some context. So I was saying maybe Blueberry has a time machine as well. Maybe they or has some of or has Sadan Toro's research. So either they have there's a time machine they built because they have a time machine they built because they took Sadan Toro's research. And maybe they're also obsessed with Heat's book, and so they're on a similar wavelength. And so when you and Ingo, Emmett, and Namona get to the bottom, that whatever happens, and somehow he gets sent to the past. And this game answers why he appears
got sent there.
The thing is, Game Freak likes to do random stuff and never explain them. So it doesn't have to be explained like that. It could just never be explained. But I think it's cool if that happened. So here's one cool idea, right? So, or here's one problem with this idea, right? If you're playing Pokemon Violet, Ingo can't be sent to the past because the time machine only goes to the forward.
Well, what if you play Violet and he sends the white dude?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It's so stupid. But imagine he sent Ingo 150 to the past, and they sent his brother 150 to the future. So the year's 2040, and you're playing Gen 15 games, and Emmett's around.
It's we have to get, I'm trying to think of like what he's doing in the future. He's like, yo, there's no subway here,
For
bro.
for no reason they sent him to the
Future, he's just gone.
Yo, so I was saying, so you I don't know, I thought it was a genius when I thought of the idea, but
just goes with the white guys in the future.
so here's the thing. The DLC acts like the center game, so we don't have
Can you imagine him? He just pops to the future. He's like, where am I? And then all of a sudden a Delibird pops up. He's like, I'm dead.
Oh no, not that far in the future, bro. He goes like because Ink only went 150 years in.
Okay, fine. Okay,
So
he's not in Delibird territory or Iron Valiant territory. Imagine he comes down and he goes, Turo. It's just him and him. It's the subway guy and Turo. But yeah, no, continue. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, so
that is such a goofy theory, but it works.
I want it to happen because
you know what I almost want that to be like, you know, video games have like side quests.
Yeah.
Imagine you did a side quest and you're just following this guy, and then he's like, yeah, and then that's like a side quest actually explains what happens.
Side quest, yeah, optional.
Because they had stuff like that in Legends Arceus, right? Like a little quest where you like, I'll go off and do this.
But the whole, pretty much they did, yeah.
Like even the Scarlet and Violet fighting the Titan Pokeball kind of like side quests. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be cool if there was just like a side quest. Like you play Tales, right? Tales of Arise. You know, they send you a side quest.
Pretty much optional story.
So if you do an optional side quest, and then that kind of plays into like tinkering with the machine.
Just give lore about different regions and stuff. So I was gonna say we don't have center version. So with Sword and Shield, the center version would have been called something.
Yeah, you say like even Starbase was like side quest.
Side quests.
Think about that. Starbase. Like Team Star, that was kind of side quest stuff.
Yeah. It was required for the story, but it's like the gyms you are used to being the main Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a bit more important than side quests, but
you're pretty much saying a bunch of optional content that when you do, you discover all this extra lore.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is Sword and Shield, there's no center version. It would have been something, Pokemon Spear, Gun, whatever. There's no center version, and it got substituted with the DLC.
Pokemon AK-47.
Yeah, something, bro. You ever see the Gunther meme?
No. Gundam?
Gunther. Because the sword guy's called Swordward. Like,
please tell me it's not these guys.
These guys, right?
Oh no!
So they're called Sword.
I took one look at these photos and I'm like, I will not play this game.
This is why he didn't play Galley, guys.
I will not play this game.
So he's called Swordward, and he's called.
Who's this on the right?
So they're descendants of the ancient Galar King. So they're actual royalty. They have an ass at posting.
Spend all their money on hair gel.
They're useless, but they don't play any role. They're just like they pop up for 5 minutes in the post game, so don't worry. But his name's Shield, Swordward, and Shield.
King Gambit should just pop up and go. Just cut
it off.
Just cut the hair off.
So their name.
Sorry,
name. Yeah, what?
No, I mean, continue. I'm shocked at what these characters are.
I think they're maybe twins too. I don't know. So their names are puns, right? So someone made like Gunther. He's like, and I'm Gunner. If he pops up. Oh, here's the Gunther one.
That is. Can you imagine that? That I can't believe. Okay, who directed Sword and Shield?
Nah, it wasn't Masuda. I know that.
Did Masuda approve these hairstyles? You couldn't just have him carry a sword on his back.
It's a joke. What was Omori? They did it on purpose.
Omori,
they did it to be goofy.
we gotta talk.
So if there's no,
Yeah, but if I'm a kid and I'm looking at this, I'm not like, oh my god, so cool. Look at his hair.
Nah, bro, I don't think anyone thinks that. What is this? I shouldn't be opening links still.
Yeah,
oh, it's the same one. Okay, so
anyways.
Yeah, what I was trying to say is with the DLCs, there's no center version anymore. So there's no Sword and Shield, whatever would have become in the center, and it was replaced with the DLC.
Yeah.
And the DLC is pretty much like Pokemon King, which would have been the center version. Because Calyrex is the King Pokemon, right?
Oh, so that was it.
So it's essentially, I would imagine the third version would have been King.
Calyrex.
Now that I think, Pokemon Sword Extreme does something interesting with that. But I would say for Scarlet and Violet, if it's going to be the Emerald or the Platinum, essentially would have to give us that content. Maybe the Blueberry Academy, the machine they make, maybe it can do the past and the future, right? Because it's going to be like the Emerald of them. And maybe there's a couple approaches. Maybe they fix Sada and Turo's machine.
You know what? I kind of like the idea. Like, you're going to have to like bring me back because I'm like running a Steam. But usually when there's like a fire, like if there's a fire, if there's like a red version, a blue version, they're going to make a third version, right? Usually it's the exact same game, but there's just like an hour to 2 hours or more additional, right? So like sometimes you're like, there's no need to remake this, like put it out as a brand new game.
The sister
We
version.
just need to give you that little piece.
Yeah.
So maybe Pokemon got to that point where they're like, why release
re-release the game?
a full fat version with that content when I just released the content as a DLC? Like, I'm just thinking about
that's
that.
very true.
It makes sense to what you're saying. If you're saying, oh, as a DLC, it should be.
I personally like the DLC thing better.
So you're saying like the DLC now replaces the tertiary game?
I'm saying the DLC pretty much is the Emerald, right? So since it is going to be the Emerald, it would make sense if they have the time machine that can do both. Let's say they
that could be
so let's say I don't think they can steal Sada's time machine. Maybe, and I don't think they can make their own because it seems like Area Zero is the important place it has to be in. So maybe they go to Area Zero and they have the way to fix it so it does both. Or maybe like let's just say Sada and Turo, if they're geniuses, how could they not figure out to send it to the other side? Maybe they're so like crazed with their time period that they blocked off the other one just so nothing can go wrong because they're only interested in their time period. So maybe Blueberry Academy gets a hold of their notes and they remove the block, and now you have the Emerald version of the time machine. So maybe I don't know, they send Ingo and Emmett through, and
it's possible, and then
right?
they kind of go their separate ways. You could literally build a side quest where, let's say, the two machines are available, right? You could literally have them both get in a fight. Like, I'm going that way, and they just split apart.
They'll never fight, so it has to be some sad thing that they get split.
Yeah, it has to be something like that. It would have to be something like that. I don't know if Pokemon's willing to make it that.
And I was thinking, alternatively, what it could be is like, if you're playing, let's say you're playing Scarlet, you team up with Ingo. If you're playing Violet, you team up with Emmett. And let's say the time machine only works one way. And when you get to the bottom, like they have to quickly stop the time machine, and the other twin isn't around.
Oh, so he's like,
bro, I just got to do this.
I'll jump in.
You know what I mean?
Say bye to my brother for me.
But the reason that don't work is because like so the white one goes or the black one goes. The black one is guaranteed to go because it's in the past, right? So,
but there is room to do something like that.
There's room where I think both have to be sent somehow. Let me see what I wrote something about this. I just wrote for some reason there's no Emmett in Legends, which is hilarious.
You have what?
There's no Emmett. The white one isn't in Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Yeah, it's just
So,
the
I
other
don't,
one.
so it's like so weird that they made him pop up like that.
Yeah, but only in Violet do we have like talks to the future, which give like there's never a reason to go to the past, right? So this is like the Hisui region was the first opportunity
one.
to exist in the past where you could look at it and be like, why are you here? We've never had a game that happens in the opposite, where it's happening in the future. Therefore, you expect to see that guy there. So like the only time we've had that opportunity take place is in Pokemon Violet, where the idea of the future like thing existing. It still makes me not continue, but
Somebody just said Violet is not canon.
I know the more and more you think about it, so sometimes I can't help but think that like one of these doesn't need to exist.
This is what I
It's almost like they only need one Pokemon, one game called like Pokemon Future. I mean Pokemon Past. I don't know.
Or I just wish both events happened, because like when she got sent to the past, so many ideas were going in my head. Like I wanted proof of her doing stuff in the past.
But don't you think like the fact that they're like making these extremes of like you digging into the past or you digging into the future, doesn't it seem more and more like when we're not even supposed to be meddling with these two sides at all?
Yeah, of course.
Like at first it seemed, because Turo's original thing was like paradise. I want everyone to be united. We already talked about how paradise is that. Like, is that
he's just interested in them. It's not actual paradise. He's just stupid.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
So was I saying?
Just call it that.
What was I saying?
He's just saying he's trying to bring paradise, but we shouldn't be meddling with them.
Yeah. So it was something like I don't know what I was trying to say, but it's something like it's almost like what throughout this DLC, what we're supposed to learn is like more and more selfish, greedy people want to meddle with it, and the best way to do is to put it back. They're not supposed to even like they're not supposed to ever interact with the world. When the future comes, we'll deal with the future. When the past is the past, but we're not supposed to bring them into our world and stuff.
Definitely.
I also wonder if there's any way that you know how like sometimes, like I'll give you a goofy example. So let's say who goes into the past? Sada,
black
right?
One. Oh yeah, Sada. So the black one.
This guy's into that stuff. If Sada went to the past, and let's just say she like hits a tree.
That's what I'm saying.
And then what happens? You go back to the present, and then I'm not saying the tree's hit, but then there's some effect to the present time as a result of what she did in the past.
That's what I wanted to happen. So when I beat the game and I saw she's in the past, I'm like, this is so cool. I know I was thinking AZ just for fun, but just like she's not gonna interact with AZ. I'm just kidding, but just she can do stuff there.
Like, didn't you say something like, imagine I swear you said something along the lines of this, where it's like, imagine she went back into the past, and then you go back to the future, and it's like our founder of the academy, our founder of and it's actually her that went back, did stuff, and then founded the academy.
She's the first director.
She's the first director, but it's
that's
like
what I want. I want that, but they split. That's what I want.
But then the guy goes to the future, and it's like, what happens
none
now?
of them happen. Now that you've made, so that's what I don't like, because I wanted her to have.
Like, we got to boycott Violet now.
I wanted to see her in like a photo frame somewhere, like proof, like she did stuff around, or like you go to Air Zero and you see notes written by no one. You don't know who it is. But like by the end of the game, you put the details together, and it was her. She wrote these notes like 100,000 years ago, and they're left here.
So watch this. What if you looked at a photo? What if you looked at like through some ancient, like some sort of like literature, and then you see like a picture of her, and it says, "My great grandmother," and you're like, "Oh, so Sada had a great grandmother," but you find out really it's her.
Oh,
that went back, and she's really the great grandmother. That kind of a loop would make you be like, woo, go Game Freak.
Damn. When do you
can I direct this game?
Sorry. Yeah, I wanted that to happen, but so now that Sada goes to the past and Tur goes to the future, now none of them happened.
Yeah.
Unless in the DLC they make the other ones go to their time periods, then both of them happened. Then when we get to the Gen 10 Pokemon games, you can add some lore and show. Let's say the next game's in Italy. Maybe there's lore where ancient Sada was shown to visit Italy. You know. When do you think when she goes to the past and Tur goes to the future? What time period do you think that is? What time period comes to mind?
In terms of how
far back or forward do you think they went?
I have no idea. My obvious guess is as far back as where the Paradox Pokemon exists.
It makes you think what, like 100,000 years?
Yeah, very, very long
ago. That's the thing.
That's the scary part, because if it's too long ago, it's
too
primordial for you to even like live and thrive.
I was gonna say, if it's too long ago, she's not gonna exist in modern history. You know,
that's true.
It needs to be like she went 10,000 years ago, maybe. You know, she freaking had a drink with AZ.
But we don't have a timeline of like we clearly don't know
For
how
where the
far back.
paradox-
Yeah,
No, we have made up ones by Heath.
man, the Violet thing just gets so much in the way. It's weird. It's so weird because this is the first time that you have a game and the division between their two games actually conflict with pushing the story further. We never had a game where X and Y conflict with each other, where now you're like, we have to drop one to push the story further.
You're right.
Here, you're like, we have to drop one. Like Violet needs to be dropped.
One of them has to be. Or you're saying you don't? Yeah.
It's almost like saying I suck with these terms. You know, like canon one means like direct, one's like has nothing to do with it.
One's the official.
Scarlet's the main one. Violet is just the side story in case you ever want to indulge the idea of the future, but it doesn't exist.
Yeah, bro. They gotta like.
Does anyone in chat feel like that? Like Violet shouldn't even exist,
They could.
but not in a rude way. I mean, like they just put that there for the.
That would be cool if each time they made a game, they reveal like a year later which one was the canon game. Because it's like you said, most games there's no difference, but XO actually has a difference.
Yeah, so like for example, like again, we'll go back to a game that I know in Creed, right?
Yeah.
You could choose a male character or a female
Mhm.
character. At the end of the game, about like months after they finish it, they'll actually reveal to you who's
the real one?
who's the one who's
And
intended
who's
for the
What
story.
if story? Or
And
something.
usually it's like in the recent times. So, anyways, you get the point. They so it'd be cool if you found out like something like that, and they're like, yeah, to be. If you interview the director, and he goes, yeah, actually, saw it as the
official one. And so then when you make the next games, you can add on to that.
based
And
off
the
side.
other game is just a what if story, but it's still equally
Yeah,
like
and
a
you know
full
that
version.
because that same Creed example I told you. You saw you play the next DLC and who they bring out.
the girl.
The
pops
girl
up
who they decided would be.
would be the canon one. And that's the other thing. Oh frick, bro. Okay, guys, I'm starring your freaking things. I'll get to them.
Yeah, we're gonna get to those.
Here's the thing, right? So, well, first I'll talk about this. X and Y. There actually is a difference, which is like so stupid. When I just wish like because once first off, Game Freak hates revisiting their games and not fixing, but adding on to their lore. Now you make these two versions, you're never gonna revisit it. Like in X and Y, and like no one remembers the story. I don't care about the story either because they didn't continue it, like do the DLC or Pokemon Z or anything. But Lysandra at the end in Pokemon X, he makes himself immortal, and in Pokemon Y, he destroys himself when he uses the machine. So technically, in X, this dude's immortal, right? But now what are you gonna do? And we know Sun and Moon takes place after X and Y. What happened? Which Lysandra is real? Sword and Shield takes place after Sun and Moon, I think. Scarlet and Violet takes place after Sword and Shield. They have to make one game canon, and they also have. I think they should do that. They also should stop. Like it's cool. The main characters are customizable, but at least turn one canon. Be like, okay, Dawn is the real one. Red is the real one. Gold is the real one. And then maybe for Scarlet,
I was
Scarlet
literally
and Violet, say the girls.
I was literally thinking in my head, I'm like, if I went through like the entire history of Pokemon,
Mhm.
I would almost be like Pokemon Red would be the real one.
Mhm.
Pokemon Gold would be the real one.
Mhm.
I don't.
Wait, I'm talking about the. Sorry, I'm talking about the main character, the player as well. Because if you need to establish which gender it is, so they could pop up in a game like Red.
For later.
But yeah, so you're saying Red then Gold.
Yeah, I know. I was saying both the game.
Okay, let's do games first. So yeah, Red and Gold.
I'd be like Red, Gold. I don't know what Oraz. Not Oraz, but like
Let's
Ruby
just
and
say
Sapphire. Because
let's just say Emerald.
that one's pretty equal.
Say Emerald.
Right. Okay, yeah, you can do Emerald. Okay, so I'm not gonna get too much of that. But what you were saying more so the
So I was saying
the characters.
the main character.
Okay, yeah. So it'd be like Red would be usable for
And then Gold or Ethan, whatever his name is. That's Gen 2. Gen 3, let's do Dawn. Let's do May because she's also in the anime. Gen 4, let's do Dawn because she's also in the anime. Gen 5. Oh my god, Gen 5. Okay. Oh my god. This pisses me off. This dude. Who is this?
yeah, that
This dude. Oh my god. This dude is the new Red. He's the character in Black and White, and he's extremely stacked. By the end of Black and White, he's essentially another Red.
mhm.
He disappears and never pops up again. He canonically has either Zekrom or Reshiram, and he keeps it. He's wandering with it around. When you play Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, you're playing as a different character unrelated to him that's 2 years in the future. If you go to his home village, his mom is in his house, you go inside, she's like, oh, you're finally back. Oh, wait a second, you're not my son. He went looking for and then never returned. So he's out there somewhere and he's like Red tier. And they just never revisited him.
Oh, that's so cool.
You know? There's a hack for Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 where he's like on a cliff somewhere. You fight him like Red.
Oh, that's cool.
So like you need to establish like which main character is real so you can at least do this. So since the male was for black and white, let's say the female for black 2 and white 2. For X and Y, I think it should be the girl just because she's in the anime as well. Sun and Moon.
I just realized a lot of the games use anime characters, and
They
then
just
like in
take the
Scarlet and
girl.
Violet, you have this
Scarlet
goofy guy. You have Roy.
Oh god.
That's
Oh, yeah,
that's who we
true.
have actually. Who we have is if I show you my character, he looks like Roy with cornrows.
Oh, you have cornrows. I remember now. He has red clothes.
No, my guy's just wearing like the jacket.
Oh yeah. You can't change your clothes anyway.
My character looks like Roy, bro.
Guys, for Sun and Moon, and then Sun and Moon, and then Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. Which main character is more real? You think? I'm gonna go through these. Love you. Every time I post an episode is thank you, bro. Frick, man.
You reading chats?
I am, but they keep doing it. Could be a massive dream. What the frick is this about? Okay. Yo, I've been a long time viewer. Oh, you're showing them something? What are you showing them?
It's Roy.
Oh, it's not focusing. Okay.
I know. You can see him. I'm trying to make him like
He's
shine
fine.
between the lines.
He kind of looks like
Where's
Royce,
Roy?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys can't see him. I tried.
You've been a long time viewer, and the one thing I want is the ability to travel to past regions. Okay,
I'm gonna use the bathroom reply to the chats. I love you all.
Okay, I wanna think. So, if you want my honest answer,
Shout out to Patty Murphy and Pikachu Larry and Pedro and Cognac
moronic
and
bunch.
Dual Academy and Ledger and Legend Red and Moronic Bunch. What is that? Us two? Dual Academy and the Moronic Bunch. Hey, it's the return. I had to use the bathroom.
At least
Sorry,
freaking
guys.
Shiny Chaos is in here. Thank goodness.
Shining Chaos is in here.
No, thank goodness he isn't. He got King Gambit Grange.
I'm like, meet me online, bro. We gotta fight. Actually, can we borrow your King Gambit to cut the hair off that?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna use the bathroom.
But yeah, what do you guys think about Hilbert, man? I just think like the guy has Zek. He's like the freaking Hotbar. Let's not talk about Hot, but okay. So
I feel like when I look at this character, I feel like all of a sudden, just because of the story you told me, at first I didn't want to give him a chance. I'm like,
yeah, me too. Yeah,
throw him in the garbage
I just
pail.
try to love the region.
But now I'm almost like, wouldn't it like I want him and Red to fight?
That's what I'm saying.
Like that's like the world's break ending.
Yeah, and then you establish. Okay, he has Zekrom, so that's the Pokemon he keeps. That's the official one.
Like I know it's so cool. Like him and Red are
Yeah.
cool too. Now then on the flip side, Gary and Silver, who's the guy? Silver, Giovanni's son.
Silver.
Like those two would be
Oh,
like the group.
shit.
It's Professor Oak's grants. I'm gonna throw my watch out. My watch keeps triggering, but it's Giovanni's grandson, a son, and then Professor Oak's
grandson,
and it's like these
shit.
crazy two. It's just those 4 trainers seem like a good 4-trainer group.
Have a we're going we
And the idea that he's like looking for N,
yeah, he went looking
like
for,
he's got like a specific agenda.
and it's so stupid because I find N in Black and White too, but he hasn't. You find N, he's like underground somewhere. He's like camping. Okay, so the guy says I want to. Okay, so if you want my honest opinion of whether we travel to past regions, I don't think we will. I mean, it's a lot for them to program the whole region in 3D. What they could do, you can just run through. What they could do is this guy. Why'd you have to do that? Why'd you have to do that? What they could do is 2 options. One, they could revisit old regions, not in the post game of one game, but in a Legends game. So they revisit a game, go in the past. Or what they could do is, like, let's use the Blueberry Academy, for example. Let's say it's in Unova. What they could do is make just one tiny part of Unova revisitable. So maybe Castilla City is a huge one. But what are you going to do? Make the freaking starting town, Nuvema town or something revisitable? Let's say one part of Castilia town, and it's like blocked off so you can't access all of it. I think that's the most they'll do for traveling to past regions because they don't got time. They don't got time to be getting these points. It's too expensive for them. Okay. Could be a massive dream. I think you're talking about Liko. Is her name Liko? Liko seeing Terapagos, maybe? Reminds me of when TTar reminds me, TTar, when do these games take place? That would actually help reveal some of what we're missing. And I think we'll find our answers in the DLC. I think Legends takes place like 150 years ago. Which was I didn't like that at first because you got the freaking Pearl Clan and Diamond Clan. I thought we're in like at least relatively distant past, like 1,000 years ago. There's a freaking 150. I should read y'all in that freaking history books. When you look at Irida and Adaman, and they're like the leaders of the clans, you do not think they were just yesterday. But you know, it's grown on me. 150 years ago. What about the Poke Star Studios logo on the T-shirts of the Pokemaniacs and Scarlet and Violet? Okay, let me look this up. Pokemaniacs. What? These guys came from Poke. These guys came from the Poke Studio. Oh my goodness. I think. Okay, listen. It could just be a Easter egg. Yo, he's a. Maybe he went to Poke Studios. Yeah. Did no one really respond to this Reddit post? Guys, which do you like better? This weird ass TTar or the actual one we got? The future one, I mean. Isn't this the freaking ice gym leader? Is this actually the... You guys hear the sirens? He's not the ice gym leader, is he? Because I know the ice gym leader is like evil in the manga or something. Is he? I can't even... Nah, he's not. I don't think he is. Okay, Pokestar Studio, right? It is the logo. It's actually the logo entirely. Okay, on I think it's an Easter egg. But if you wanna maybe, let's pretend Blueberry is near Unova. If you think that they'd want to throw hints of Unova like that, then maybe that's why they put it. But you know, that's just a theory. I'm sure they thought of the future, like what if they do the opposite of Legends and the next Gen 5 game is the dystopian future. So that could also happen. Well, for Gen 5 Legends games, it'd probably be in the past. Like, if not the Twin Hero age, maybe a bit after. But yeah, there could be a game where they eventually go to the future. Maybe, I don't think a Celebi game. Some game. What's a good game that could go to the future? Oh, yo, no. I was thinking Genesect. They would just take some random legendary and reveal to us it's like a lot more important than we thought. Easter egg on Easter Sunday, I think not. Okay, let's see. I would imagine if Blueberry Academy is located in any English-speaking region, then it'd be Gallery to being close. Wow. Why did I not think of that? I freaking said in my video, it has to be Unova or Alola. When Alola's freaking Hawaii. I forgot completely about Galar. Which would make sense because that's where Penny went. Oh yeah, Deoxys for future. Maybe. The dude comes back. The dude reemerges in the future. Not Calus, because Calus is French, but I forgot that. Bruh, I forgot. You know how I was saying for English-speaking regions, it's only Unova?
Yeah.
Galar's in the United Kingdom.
I can't quite actually. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, maybe you go there and everyone's got British accents.
Gallery's in UK.
Mhm.
Is there like a royal family in Gallery?
That's the freaking dudes.
That's the queen?
No, they're the two princes.
Wow, this really is royalty.
There's a castle in the game too.
The Royal Kingdom. Oh no.
Yo, Legends and the Crows would be crazy.
Some ish.
See, man, you shouldn't have said it. You said, "Is it a royal family?" Look what happened. Okay,
who's this guy?
I don't know, bro. They're saying some weird stuff. Okay, so yeah, Pokemon Legends Zygarde's about to happen. Just wait.
I would love that.
Jirachi is born and makes wishes every 10,000 years. I think it's the perfect Pokemon to be the center of a home. Yeah, bro. Pokemon Legends Celebi, Pokemon Legends Jirachi. I'm telling you, Legends Calyrex 100%. I have no doubt about this. They're gonna freaking explain why he got a blue. They're gonna explain why Calyrex got a blue Dynamax. So you're gonna learn this, man.
No. What I want is an explanation why there's an Oran berry on top of his head that could feed the entire region.
They'll explain that too, bro.
Recovers 37 HP.
Listen. No, it's one. Oh, true.
I don't know why.
10 HP. What his recovers 37 is
Yeah.
Calyrex berry.
Bro, I got. Oh my god, Calyrex.
Cray, Spain is next to France, so Kalos is next to Paldia. Why is he explaining this to you?
Wow, I need.
He's a crate. Listen to
He's
me.
a crazy. I'm listening, man. Like,
All right, I'm gonna jump theories. We're gonna go back to Terapagos, I think.
oh, Terapagos again. I'm joking.
So reading the weird stuff I wrote here. Some of the theories I wrote here are ass.
You get through all the chats.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Where's my freaking Terapagos theory? All right, here's the theory, right? When you see a picture of
Theory
Terapagos,
time. Theory time.
okay, when you see a picture of Terapagos on a scale of 1 to 10, how evil do you think he is, or how? So what? 1 is not evil, 10 is evil,
Baby, level 1 evil.
right?
Mama, level 7 evil.
I think the mom will be peaceful, bro.
I bet you pissed off the mom.
If you put,
So now the mom's got a vendetta. Where is my son?
okay, so people
You know what
said-
happens when a mama bear needs to protect its?
Yeah,
It rips you into half. I don't know. What if it's like mama, and the mom's like, yo, where the
no,
heck?
he took me. He's running with me.
That's enough to.
I think the mom's
One thing you don't mess with is mama bear.
I want Paul.
Paul Day is a mama bear.
I want that, bro. I want this to be the kid, and I want that to be a mom. And maybe we never even learn of maybe we never really learn about the mom, but somewhere it just says it's a different turtle.
You know, like here's the thing. You know, turtles can have like 10,000 babies and stuff, but at the same time, you know, turtles can live to like 10,000.
Yeah.
So there's that whole thing about like a turtle can live forever, and you know, there's like these. I don't know. I remember like this random podcast where they talk about like an extinct turtle that they found one of. It's considered extinct. They found one, and then they like saved it, and they managed to get it to breed. But it's like one. It's considered extinct. They searched some crazy place, and they found it. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to see if there's some sort of tie back to like this thing is that damn near close to extinct, but they found one. So there's only one where they'd have the chance to do it. They could do
They
it.
had it as an egg, and someone hatched it.
And then that mom, Rare, had one offspring, and they captured it. So it's like it just this almost turns into like a wild habitat thing where it's like return him back to the wild, let him just flourish. If you take him and like ruin him, it's the only one that's left. What if this turns into like a preservation thing where it's like protect him?
I think you'd have to protect.
Because here's the thing: when the DLC is all over, right? What happens with him? He dies, or we just capture him in a Pokeball?
Pokemon game, but we're gonna end up capturing
But
him.
what if it's just like you? Wait. Even in Black and White, and took one of the beasts and ran off, right?
Mhm.
So you don't get him anymore. Like, what if someone just said,
I would love.
You know, it'd be
that,
cool if he
bro.
just
It's-
leaves and he's just uncatchable.
He should, bro. I'll be so happy if Pokemon does it. They would level up if they did it, because in Sword and Shield you catch Eternus and it makes no sense.
You shouldn't be able to.
You caught him and you didn't. You know how you catch him? 100% catch rate.
No.
He's a cutscene capture.
Nah.
They should actually make it so he's not usable at all. Maybe in the post game you can go and capture him at the bottom of Area 0 just for the sake of being a Pokemon game.
I still would try my best to just not make it.
That's a good idea. If they actually made
Catchable.
a Pokemon that you just don't get.
You just can't catch. You should not have the ability to have access to those Pokemon. They should just be Pokemon that you fight and you're
as
like,
a boss.
you know what's
yeah.
crazy? Do you remember back in the day when we were playing? I remember this because I was like this. I swear, Alpha Sapphire. What do they call it? Azern? Is that the name they call for you?
Alpha Sapphire
Extreme
yeah.
Randomizer.
Pass.
Didn't you like try to fight someone? You try to catch it and would it work?
Yo, bro, the Shadow Hole popped up, right? And so I had a
That was Shadow Hole that happened to.
Shadow Hole.
I don't know who,
think
but
I couldn't catch Sheila.
I swear I remember you like, let me catch it. You're like, it's not working.
So a Shadow Hole popped up. I don't know. I used a Master Mode and broke out.
That's nuts. See, that's what like okay. Obviously, I don't even want it where it's a master ball that breaks. So I just want it to be like it's uncatchable.
Yo, no, they should do that. They should do that. So before you go fight it,
You
the
should have
blueprint
to-
guy goes like, "Listen, this is a Master Ball SOD. I had these 100% catch rate.
and
Use
it
this."
fails.
And it fails. They should do that.
That'd be so
Especially since
cool.
we've made Master Balls so plentiful. Now the SODA has a bunch of them. Because Pokemon keeps like leveling up.
I would love if they make Pokemon uncatchable.
Someone said pull up the clip. I gotta show you this real quick.
Yeah.
And
Is that May? No, right?
which one?
No, never mind.
No.
I get myself flip turn.
So here I am playing Extreme Sword and Shield. Oh, you don't even know what's going on with Sword and Shield, do you?
This is Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as I thought. terms of what it looked like.
No, it looks nice. So
Wait,
look.
why does Squirtle look like that?
So do you remember Thunder? We'll only spend 5 minutes on this. You remember Thunder God Kyogre?
Thunder God Kyogre?
This guy doesn't know anything about the extreme games. I'll tell you this.
I do and I don't. I'm a paradox.
Look. I'm
That sounded cool to say.
so I got a Bagon encounter, right? So I was gassed over that.
Why does this look?
sucks?
It looks good, man.
It almost looks better than Scarlet Violet. What the heck's going on here?
No. Chill. Maybe.
Some of this looks polished.
Freaking sell 'em. It's-
Sorry, but
It is polished. It is polished.
Challenge race. Okay,
So I'm trying to find out where to go.
More of y'all. Freaking Dragon.
what are these Pokemon here? What is? Oh, this is your randomizer.
Yeah.
I'm like, these guys just chill. You're playing the randomizer.
This is a randomizer.
I was like, this level of like army exists in the normal game. What is this menacing? Wow.
So this look. I'm roaming. Man, I have to tell you all this lore. I don't even know how to remember.
Okay,
it.
don't.
No, I have to tell off screen. I have to explain some of
Yeah.
these things. Because look, the title's called Ice God Groudon, right?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I'll just explain it. When I come to this island and the guy's like, you have to fight 2 bosses. So I go to one place and there's a Thunder Kyogre. But this Thunder Kyogre was in Sun. So it's the same Thunder Kyogre. Then I go somewhere else and there's an Ice Groudon.
Ooh.
Right? So for me, it was cool because Thunder Kyogre, it was on its own. There was no counterpart. And that game was back in like 2017. So after all these years, I kind of got like the counterpart to it. So Ice God Groudon, right?
Thunder God Kyogre almost is it Kyogre?
I think Kyogre.
Whatever. It almost works because isn't he like the one guy that like he activates drizzle and you can use thunder and it'll like, hit the guy?
100% accuracy.
That is so cool.
And then Groudon's is using Solar Beam.
That's still cool.
It is. So there's an Ice Groudon here and it had a snow warning. Look at this.
Whoa.
That's the freaking boss.
So
This freaking.
yo, that's so sick. So he only said there's 2 bosses. So I come to the area past that, and there's also a secret Rayquaza.
Oh, that is so cool.
Right?
He's just flapping around and you're just like screaming.
Yo, I have to show you a pivotal moment in this episode. Because when I listen, obviously I'm mad when I'm recording this because like after I fight the boss, it's don't. You saw it. You freaking saw it.
I actually don't know what I was saying. I was just staring
Okay.
at Rayquaza.
The thing is, anytime I fight these bosses, if I could restart my game, I could beat him in an instant. Because look what in hindsight I would have known.
Why? What are you saying? Like,
I
think I know what you're.
I'm just saying, like when I'm editing myself playing, I'm so mad at myself
because you know that if you had another shot, you just.
because I know how easy it was supposed to be. And then obviously when people are watching the chat, they're like,
I get it.
okay, so look, this Rayquaza is messy.
Oh, it looks so polished.
It is. It's a pretty good game, man. So so this Rayquaza is beating my team up, right? Look,
That's a cool looking Rayquaza.
it is. I think
It looks like a special edition Xbox controller. Sorry, that color looks dope.
when I first saw it, I thought of like if it licks its lips, it's like Jolly Rancher, like infinite, like sweet, you know. But look, it already took out 2 of my Pokemon, and it took out like a actual.
Is this what beat up King?
Well, look.
I'm so pissed.
So I use Metal Burst. You know what Metal Burst does?
No.
It's a combination of Reflect and Mirror Coat. But
Okay.
you just have to be slow enough. If you're fast, then you'll go first, and it won't work.
Okay, what the heck is Astro Barrage?
He used Astro Barrage.
Look how much it does. It's not even super
He's
effective.
dead. I killed him.
Yo, he had Wonder Guard, bro.
What the heck?
You want to see
How?
You want to see my layout at the end of the episode? How many?
Oh, so like you're saying like at first when you're fighting him directly and you like get to that point and you're like it's almost like a chess game. You're like one move, you're like I checkmated him. It's over. Then Wonder Guard, and you're like,
I did check.
and then
him.
when you're looking it back, you're like, if I knew he had Wonder Guard, I would have knocked him out earlier. Is that what you're
Yeah.
trying to say?
or like
I
I
would've
could have
knew-
just went about it better to figure out he had Wonder Guard.
But you had no idea to know.
If I knew he had Wonder Guard, holy
Wait, so all that time you're using super effective attacks?
I was using like Thunder Wave and stuff to go through it, and I used super effective attacks too. I think.
How weird!
Like I
How
use Breaking
bizarre!
So look,
Magic.
you see my layout at the start of the episode.
Yeah, this armless.
Let me
Squirtle.
fast forward to the end. It's just King and Bing James. Look, he has a freaking guillotine. He's so cheap,
What
man.
type of a, you know what? Like I actually like one of the most like loved Pokemon out of your randomizers is King, right?
Yeah.
Damage is one for sure, but King is another one that people have like grown to love. I actually like see him over there, like I'm gonna stand up to
That's the
Rayquaza,
thing, yeah.
and then just gets beat. Then he's like, I'll fight him, and then like this thing's got guillotine. It's got Wonder Garden. It's like I'll still fight him. You're like, bro, this is unfair for King.
I think it was Dragon Ghost.
So is that the thing that like
That was
wiped out your whole, that ended your whole your
Rayquaza?
is that the thing that beat
No,
up?
this episode just came out.
Oh.
That was Reggie.
Oh, this is recent.
That was Reggie fight, bro.
Oh yeah, it was Reggie fight. Oh yeah.
I was like, you know,
You're
the
like,
future?
I lost to Reggie fight. I'm like,
Yeah.
what Reggie you fight, man? Reggie fight.
Reggie fight. Yeah. So look,
So
so
cool.
I'll just show you this. So,
I understand now. Sorry.
So my encounter was a Volcanion. This is one of the right?
Mm-hmm.
So check this out. Die right there. I'm throwing Ultra Balls for fun, but pretty much
9-10 years. Yeah, I'm gonna this other balls that have timer balls. You want a red
frick, I'm
cherry?
trying to show you this.
See, it paid off. I'm giving you one more ball. And then,
Oh my
man, I've no need to try. Would you? Just maybe.
Okay, so
Oh yeah.
I found
baby.
this seller, and look what he sold. He sold Master Balls for $9,999. Right?
Who did?
It's just a seller in the game.
He sells Master Balls?
What's a randomizer? Some sold like random berries and
But like,
stuff.
well, I don't care about that. How much was he selling it for?
$9,999.
Okay, fine. That's
Right?
fair, okay.
So I sold everything. I sold my ass, and I bought 2 of them. I bought 3 of them. Right?
So I'm gonna use these.
It's like a prototype. It says a somewhat suspicious Pokeball with the following text included: ultimate low performance, definitely captures without fail. Right? So, I use it.
Yes, baby, sir. That's a freaking baseball.
He's this seller is a scammer, bro. He scammed me. Do you know what a beast ball is? It has like a 0 catch rate. It's worse than a Pokeball. He scammed me, but he made me pay full price. Let me fix your camera.
This was, wait, my camera's messed up. This is one of like the best moments in like extreme randomizer history. Like I already like in a moment I was able to put a bunch of stuff together. It's like you have this like, oh, it's gonna work. The minute you threw it and I saw the ball, it didn't look like a Master Ball, and you're like, yo, it's a beast ball, and then you're like, I'm trying to put more and more together, and you're like, yo, he scammed me. Like some guy told me I bought 3 of them, and but like it's actually a beast ball.
It's a beast ball. You know Pokeball has a 1 catch rate. Ultra Ball has 3. Beast Ball has 0.1.
So like, imagine like coming here and imagine like exhausting all your balls, and you're like, I'm down to these 2.
I gotta use these expensive.
I'm gonna use these beast balls. I'm gonna use these Master Balls. No, they're beast balls.
Oh my god! I just have to
That's such a cool thing.
It's not. It's funny now, bro. But look at my face.
That's like one of the best moments. Like when you're just like, it's a beast ball. What the heck? That is such a cool moment.
All right, let's get out of here. We got the Pokemon. Wait, what's the icon for YouTube? Did it change?
That is so cool. That's so cool from like a story standpoint. Imagine buying something off someone and then getting scammed and duped, and you try it out.
Blueberry Academy,
and it's huh?
Did you do that in Blueberry Academy?
Oh wow, man, that is so cool.
Okay, so yeah, we got to get back to Terapagos. So I asked the chat and you guys. I asked, do you think what would you rate Terapagos being evil out of 10? A lot of chat said low numbers, and then like 1 or 2 said like 10. What if Terapagos out of 10? Do I have the picture still pulled up? Please.
You got all the wrong people. Huh?
What if he's a 10?
In terms of evil?
What if he's extremely evil? Right?
Oh, we completely sidetracked off.
Yeah. So the idea is like this. What if Terapagos is it's a Pokemon that looks innocent, but it's actually that's all It is. That's all. That's the only thing about it that's innocent. It just looks innocent. It just has the cute eyes, but it's actually like an extremely overpowered Pokemon that maybe it's not deceptive, but what it's trying to do is extremely bad, right? So what if it's trying to take over and consume everything? What if the ancient people had it sealed or put in Area 0 or something, and it was in Area 0 in a state where it couldn't do anything anymore, and then he goes and accidentally does something, like an idiot, he just unlocks it, right? So imagine the image of Terapagos, right? Imagine what this is.
Yeah, because this looks a lot more voodoo.
This is voodoo, right? He has the same eyes, but he looks voodoo here.
But they don't. They actually, I disagree. They don't look like this. I get maybe like the little rhombus thingy, but when you look at him there, he looks like he's like more.
You know, they do look more crazy here. You're right.
Look. His eyes are like bulging out of his face.
They're
not inside his face.
He's turned crazy, bro.
He's gone loco.
What's this? Yeah,
that looks like I will destroy like or something.
So imagine what he actually drew in his image, whether he knew what he was drawing, is Terapagos consuming the earth. And this is what he's done so far in his vision.
You think there's a slight chance that Terapagos can evolve?
Yeah. That's what that's exactly it, because he's got the crown here, right?
Right.
So imagine this is what he's done so far, and eventually he's gonna slowly consume everything in crystals. And so what he'd be doing is terrestrializing the entire earth or region to his will, and then feed himself power. And so maybe if he somehow consumes enough of the earth with this,
he can evolve.
He can change forms. He can revert back to what he really is. And so he gets the crown. Maybe this crown still looks too much like him. So maybe this crown, maybe this crown appears just for a moment when he's about to transform. Like, you know, when you mega evolve, the little DNA symbol appears and then a ball comes over you. So maybe he just drew the moment before he got enough energy. He's terrestrialized enough of the region, and he's about to do his own like Ultra Necrozma type thing.
It could be. It could still be part of his design and stuff. But because the minute we start talking about like, the eye feature and stuff, I can't help but feel like this is like a form he has yet to even reach. So I like that. Like what were you saying?
It definitely is, because he has hexagons and he has a crown. The two things that aren't on our Terapagos here.
This guy just looks too small and fuzzy. It even looks like, even in that image, it looks like his arms are even a tad bit more out.
They are a bit more out, yeah.
So it's a combination of he looks older and more developed.
Yeah, and his little flowy bits here, it's like popping up Super Saiyan like a main. Like he's really about to transform.
So like if you like seen previous versions of this, there's been like Lugia, and Lugia has like a child, right?
Yeah.
But Lugia looks like Lugia. This thing still looks like a first form. Lugia didn't look like a mini, like a first form Lugia.
And it also looks small here, right? Someone in chat was saying it too. This one, like you mentioned with the boat, this one looks like it's like giant.
At that point, when you see it in the, I was gonna say something about I forgot about it. Something. We'll just continue.
I just think the idea that he's terrestrializing the earth sounds very cool. So
in this form, he looks like he's like a danger to the world.
He absolutely is a danger. That's what it looks like. So to me, maybe he saw a vision of the past of when he used to do this back then, and before they had to seal him away, or he's seeing a vision of the future because he's about to do it again.
Yeah. So I think what I was trying to say is, what if this vision was like a warning vision?
Who's warning? Oh,
I don't know who's warning, but
a
it's
good
like,
idea.
if he saw this and he's just like, oh, it's about to go down. We're about to lose.
That's a genius idea. Why would Terapagos be like, I'm warning you. I'm gonna do this. Maybe someone else gave Heat that trance.
That's the thinking. In order for it to work, it can't be Terapagos giving
like
the vision.
showing up.
But what if this is just like a small, like, okay, this is a dumb thing, but you know, like in some like there's some people like a future site, right?
Yeah.
Like a future read in certain stories. What if somehow, some way, this is just a warning shot of like what could be if this guy gets out of control? I don't know what that ties into in terms of Heat.
Maybe someone else gave him the vision.
For some reason, when I look at this thing looks like, okay. So you see the end of its like bum, like just
the tail.
Humor me.
Okay,
you
end of
see
its bum.
near at the end of his bum. If you look at the way it starts, it's his tail.
Right.
You see it goes up and it curves down, and then it becomes the water.
And then it becomes
so it looks like he's just like able to manipulate every element at that form.
Oh,
Like he could
You
create
think
fire.
his
He
tail
could do.
actually blended well, like he's chameleon. It's like liquid.
Maybe he's carrying the sea on top of it.
Yo,
But it looks like he's too powerful at that point.
I just had a couple. I had two stupid ideas. Right, first idea: what if there's two Terapagos, one's Evo, and this guy's like, "Stop him, guys!" You know, he's the one who sends the vision. I'm kidding.
Maybe.
Yo, this is crazy. In the book, it says we've read this so many times. It says, when awoken, I could only recall speaking with someone in unfamiliar places in a dream. You just said the idea that maybe it's not Terapagos who gave this vision.
What if it's someone else?
So what if someone from the future, or maybe we don't know, we can't really mess with time, but someone who, I'm only saying future because imagine he's done this in the future. Someone's telling Heath, like, bro, when he says he's spoken to someone, someone's warning, and this image is given to Heath from that person as the warning.
And just to build on that, just think about it. Like, it's not often that it's like you're in dreamland and you're like, I'm dreaming. And it's like, hey, 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 hey. And it's a fucking Pokemon. Sorry. It's a freaking Pokemon talking to you in English with normal vernacular.
Yeah.
But it seems much more likely if a person who could speak English was like, hey, watch out. This is like what's to come. So they quote
freaking Emmett.
Who?
It's Emmett, the white guy. Not the white guy, the guy in the white clothes. I guess he's white too.
But that'd be so crazy if it was just a warning or what. Because here's the thing: if I was just dreaming and someone's like, "Yo, watch out! This is what can happen." They show you this, and you're just like, you wake up and you're like, "What did I just see? Is that like the end of the world? Like, what is that? This one creature."
And he just draws this.
Like,
I think someone gave this to him as a warning, man. I don't know. I never thought of it like that. Now I gotta think of this and like.
I don't know if chat's roasting me saying, "Why would it be a warning?"
No, it's absolutely a warning.
Someone saying to prevent disaster or something like that.
No, this is
like, what if he's a
absolutely
giant disaster waiting to happen?
The only question is, who warned him? Is someone trapped in dreamland? And they're like, "Oh, Heat is here, Heat." Like who
knows?
I don't want to get too much into fantasy.
Maybe it plays around still with the past and present system and stuff like that. But just as much as you want to think there's like a force trying to break him out, there could be a force that's trying to keep him from becoming what it is.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. Who knows? Maybe some person
who could be warning. I don't want to say someone from the future, someone from the past. I think
I don't want to say it's too early to say that, because if we do that, we're just gonna go to like our typical people. Oh, it's Sod, it's Turo, it's this, it's that.
Oh, I have an idea. Maybe it's like the ancient Paldean people. So once you got close enough to Terapagos, it's like awoken some memories, and they're trying to warn Heath.
Yo, what if you go back to like, if you were able to go to the ancient Paldean civilization, and they knew of this danger, right? So they have scroll, they have like inscription on what this danger is. That might work, and then maybe through whatever civilization they are, they can, like, I'm not gonna say they can glimpse into the future,
or they just left a message.
But I'm trying to say that they're a bit more advanced.
Oh, they're much more advanced,
did leave it a message, and they somehow were able to, like,
once someone got close enough to Terapagos, they're trying to warn them.
It like reach over, and it's like, watch out. That could work if you're like, what's the people that send the message? The ancient civilization of Paldea.
That might have happened, man. Because the whole in the first game, like, why are they showing us bits that someone used to be in people used to be in the crater, right? Showing the tablet and then the grassy patch. That might be it, man. There is a hexagon Pokemon that shows up in the ecosystem when the ecosystem is in danger. Just saying. Okay, so they're talking about Zygarde. I don't think it's so weird.
I wish, because we're gonna have to like cut off log, but I wish, because there's a few when I see this, I'm like, this looks like the end, like something that's trying to end of the world, right? It looks like every natural disaster can be created by this guy. But more importantly, if that smaller form shows little pentagons of every element, and this is a more evolved version of him, I feel like he just wielded. Don't you feel like he just be able to just terrestrialize to whatever element he wants
every
to?
time. I was just thinking, they should have been like volcanoes, the earth quaking, and like ice and everything around.
He could just create complete like calamity. So I'm like, well, it's almost like there's two Pokemon. Like, I'm like, what's the answer to him? I'm like, let's say he's already at this form.
Mm-hmm.
Then the only thing you have left to do is call Arceus or Zygarde.
Yes.
I'm saying in the sense of like what,
Zygarde,
like, I'm saying when it gets this big,
Zygarde
what fights
is
this?
Supposed to step, and I don't know why he doesn't do anything.
So like, see,
this looks like it would have 1,000 BST.
Yeah, like who fights this? Nothing. Zygarde or like Arceus has to fight him.
How do you fight him? He'd be just like, he's just enclosed area 0 on you.
I swear you need like Arceus, Palkia, Dialga, Calyrex, and
Goku.
And Goku. We have to spirit bomb him. So, I don't know. He's starting to look more villainous now.
To fight him, Blueberry Academy would have to like trap him somewhere, because he can mess the whole terrain up and just like leave. He just trap you somewhere and leave. Like, I'm gonna stop you, Terapagos. He just covers you in rocks and runs and just crawls away.
So do you think there used to be a more like we always think there's 2 Terapagoses, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you think this pot like do you think we could still build on pot? Like, there was one, and then it kind of that was the one that they kind of like the ancient people were able to like manipulate and just prevent it from getting out of hand, but they knew how dangerous it could become. And this small one now is now
right.
So let's just say they ended the reign on that one, and now the small one's out, and then no one from the ancient civilization is around. So we're just like, hey, let's just feed it.
Yeah.
And then the ancient people are like, no, do not. And then they send Heat the one message saying, do not feed him.
Stop it. Yeah.
And then the rest of the world is.
And Heat, I guess Heat fed it because regardless of what happened, regardless if it's an egg or not, Heat did something stupid because soon after, Trash Pokemon started appearing. So he must have released it.
He triggered the catalyst. Because I would assume once terrestrialize like the little deposits for him, it's already begun.
It's already begun, yeah.
It's eating.
Oh, it could be he's still trapped, but he's gonna be really.
So what if you go to Blueberry, right?
Yeah.
And they're just like I'm not gonna lie. Like, what if you go to Blueberry and they got this giant machine, and the machine is like connected to something here, and they're just feeding it crystals or something.
Oh, it'd be freaking stupid.
As in they're expediting.
the
revival or the ascension of this creature just because they're like selfishly like intrigued.
You know, it would be maybe it's in like a tube somewhere and it's all happy, and you're like, come on, it can't be any bad. And then you at the end of the game, he's like this evil giant titan turtle. Maybe if there is a mother Terapagos, maybe it's just an ally one, but they knew that there was like they stopped the evil one back then. And then it's in the crater. Okay, so
this gives a whole bunch of ideas the minute we started going that direction.
Yeah, I don't know. I never thought of the idea that it's a warning. Like that it's a warning from other people. I just thought like Terapagos is showing off. I never thought about why he would see this trance.
This could have been something that like the ancient people even could have like drawn up. Not necessarily that the image was drawn up by the ancient people, but the ancient people would be so civilized that they may recognize this more than
they would, yeah.
Because you see planets all around it, so it just looks like it's. And it's so weird how they deliberately watch. Do you see how they deliberately hid the bottom half of it? Because the bottom half of it isn't necessarily. It matches the same kind of gradient pattern all and everywhere else that's black.
Oh, this.
So it's all hidden. What's that? What if they like revive that part and it's literally Earth? And at this point, he's just terrestrialized half of Earth.
Yeah.
We don't know what that is underneath there. Is it Earth? Is it another planet? Or is it just a small...
So here we go. Let's go to stage 2 of this, right? If you go in the game files and you do Control F and type Atlantis...
I have no idea how to do that.
I don't know how to do it either. I just got the script online. If you go Control F on the script and you type Atlantis, it's filled everywhere.
Really?
The code name for the region seems to be Atlantis. Now, Blueberry Academy is in the water. It gives an interesting vibe, but so there's something interesting with Atlantis here. For one, wow, there's so much to go for Atlantis. So, 2 things. The Pokemon Koraidon, his ability is Orichalcum Pulse.
Yeah, Orichalcum comes from...
I didn't catch you choking on the Gatorade. No, I wish I caught it.
Orichalcum is like, it's because it's all Greek.
Orichalcos raining down. Yeah, well, that's what happened in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Orichalcum is actually a thing. It's
from Atlantis, right?
From Atlantis. It has to do with Greek mythology and stuff like that.
Mythology, right?
Orichalcum and stuff like that. Yeah.
Plato talk about it, right?
Yeah.
So Orichalcum Pulse is Koraidon's ability.
That's actually called Orichalcum. You know that's like pretty legit. The minute because we just said Orichalcum, that's real. Okay, so hold up, that's Greek referencing.
Why would they name it that? And then what it does is it summons a drought and acts as photosynthesis, which like boosts one of his stats.
What's the other one called?
For Miraidon, I think it's Hadron Engine.
Hadron?
Mm-hmm. So like the Large Hadron Collider, where they're like particles are going super fast and smashing into each other. So it's almost like Orichalcum, the natural ore, and then Hadron, the ability to use the ore, the science needed to use it, right? So you combine the two. I just look back at Yu-Gi-Oh, right? They're saying it's a super civilized civilization. They use Orichalcum. So I just imagine these ancient people, what if they're Atlantis? right? What if Area Zero, it's not a crater? What if it was like a city was on top of it and it was filled with water?
Okay, so you know what's great about that? You know what that builds the further theory of, if you see how Blueberry Academy is built underwater.
It is.
What if you just look underneath and then like at one moment they like show you like a certain like window, and you look through the window and it's just like a whole
underwater
civilization.
It's buried.
But it's buried. There's moss and everything on top of it. And you're like, what the heck?
That's what they're doing.
And they're down there just searching through it all, trying to find what they can.
So sick. And you
so
just
this is a real the Atlantis term can be found
for some reason. So when they're referencing just the script, they'll say Atlantis.
Chat. I need you guys to go and find this. I'm joking.
I hope they can find it. So
but this, I'm sure that has to be like a bit of like a
like yeah, people. So they must be planning something, right? Blueberry.
So you think the ancient Chaldeans were like Atlantic?
It seems like it. So like you remember, maybe you remember what they say about Atlantis, right? I think they say. Oh, also I was gonna say it's so super like Atlantis. They said it was so futuristic. It's like, what is Turo doing? He made a time machine. He made AI. It's like he got a bit of. It's like they had Terapagos' energy, and that's how they were Atlantis. That's how they're so future. So Turo is insane. It's like Turo's a mini Atlantis. He's just one man. So it's I think they say Atlantis fell in one day, right? Is that what they say?
Kind of.
So what if when Atlantis?
That's kind of the idea. Like there's like a great catastrophe and it fell in one day.
Fell in one day. So what if when it fell, what really happened is Terapagos consumed it and caused it to fall?
It all?
Like whatever this photo is, he terrestrialized Atlantis and destroyed it.
Or he got too out of control, and then like almost as a self-destruct button, they destroy him and take down Atlantis.
That's
with them.
That's it. It's a dual thing.
So one day everything goes down.
So Terapagos was threatening it, but they weren't that dumb. They got a draw.
It was a draw, but there was enough in them to kind of throw a warning shot saying in the future, don't do this mistake again. Do not
let this man
out.
And
then now somebody's trying to do it again. And you're like, no, we are the ancient civilization. All we could do once it got too far was cancel it out to zero by giving ourselves up. If you guys do this, there's no coming back for it.
So you know what's almost like? It's like Terapagos was the core to Atlantis. So it's like they meddled with Terapagos' energy, and that's the repercussion.
Yeah.
That he eventually came for them, right? So maybe the moment Saturn are doing this, like they're opening the Pandora's box again.
Yeah. And then they're gonna meddle with
they're gonna meddle with the super energy again and screw everything up. Okay, so
so cool.
I just think the idea that he terrestrialized, like he already won once. He already terrestrialized something and won. And he turned into this. So
who knows if like I keep getting curious if this is like Earth itself, because who knows if at one point he like 80-90% like this was him 90% almost done. He's already terrestrialized the whole Earth. But then at the last second, they countermeasure him and they revert.
It undoes it all.
So if this was Earth, it'd be like,
that'd be insane.
Because all they have to do, if there's one like encrypted message where like it was just like protect, it was like this image, and then there's like an encrypted message below, and you decode it and it said protect Earth. Now you would lose your marbles because you'd be like, wait, that's Earth?
Oh shoot.
If that's Earth, that's not what Earth looks like. That means he's completely like
he screwed it.
And remember, in those images, that image you have below, in this facility, it says that the crystals are eating into the metal.
That's exactly what I was gonna pull up. Look at this. You called exactly gonna pull up. Look at the way they described it.
Eating into the research station doesn't matter what matter it is, metal or anything. It just eats through it.
So against the what?
Remember, this stuff can eat through even like Earth and just make it as deposits.
It's deposits, and it was like misleading because remember when you first go to Area Zero, there's like a tree. And it's like being fed the energy. So it's like, oh, it's a good energy. But you come down here and it says eating
into the research station. Like it's just feeding off of whatever.
Yeah. And if you look around, like I didn't take screenshots outside here, but if you look, the building is entirely stuck in a crystal and stuff, right? So it's like he's just slowly emerging. I hope, bro. I like remember when it came to Norse with X and Y, they just like kind of poo-pooed a bit of Norse and then ran away. If you put
that's not even enough to consider it
it's
Norse.
It's not Norse, ref.
And it is kind of like odd, but on one side it is odd that Atlantic would be like taking place in there, but it's not that odd when You look on the map in Spain, Greece, Italy, they're not that far away from each other.
Right.
Am
So
I
Atlantis,
wrong?
you
Or
said is Greek, right? Greece?
Atlantic is Greek. It's like Poseidon's like.
So it is
But
beside.
it still does. It's still okay,
Mhm.
especially when you go look up when you press Control Find and Atlantis pops
It's
up.
there. That's what I'm saying. If they do what they did with X and Y, and they do nothing with it,
Because here, let's be real. Even if you're gonna go, it has to be Greece. Greece has too many things going on between Zeus, Hades, Poseidon. This thing, there's plenty of other stuff that they could do. If I'm trying to like encourage the idea of like this Atlantis thing being possible.
I want it to be, man.
I know a lot of people could be like it's Greek related, but
I just have to see where Greece is on the world map.
See how close it is to Paris, Spain.
Okay, that's pretty close. Well, not too close. Okay, so Greece.
Well. Okay, I was gonna say,
Mm-hmm.
what if you go to Blueberry and then you find out that Blueberry is closer to Greece? They're in the center of the water, so they could just be, like okay. So let's say there's Greece here, this here, and at the center, they're stationed because
they're like stationed here. So Greece is here. I think Spain would be. I think Spain is this.
Okay, so right in the middle is Blueberry Academy. Pinpointed.
No, that's it. You know what? Why
we found it on Google Maps?
If they're overseas, why go to an old region? Why not? Even if they don't mention the name or anything, why not tease it's actually like a future game?
Yeah.
Frick.
Oh, I think we just like that was a good one.
All right. Let's just do guess the Pokemon.
Wow.
Let's get out of here. Chat, you guys got any thoughts?
I'll see if there's any I don't know if we want to do guess the Pokemon first, but I want to see if anyone has any last parting thoughts about what we just discussed. This is going to be fun to kind of build on. You got to see if you could find anything else on this.
Imagine if the Terapagos lore is a mix of Atlantis, the world turtle, and the Japanese tale you were talking about a while ago. They don't have to mix all of it. They just have to make it on one of them. Well, it's already on the Japanese one, but
it already looks like they've combined a couple of mythologies.
What's the world turtle even? Oh, okay. They're pretty much combined all three then. Yeah.
But who's the world turtle?
I think it's a turtle with the world on its back.
They're not talking about the world serpent.
No,
there's a lot of other ones. There's a giant turtle in Chinese mythology. There's so many.
So I think the elephants are shown sometimes.
Yeah, I know the one in Hindu mythology and Chinese mythology. I see the one below, the one that says Nua cut off the legs of it. Like I know these ones. Yeah.
Right.
And then Hindu one is like it like churns a mountain or something like that in the water.
Oh shoot. Okay, you know what? No. You know that's not bad at all. It could be a combination of all three. It's just like, damn. Do they have that many ideas that they could combine three separate potential ideas?
Maybe, man. But the Atlantis thing, an ancient civilization that was once thriving, started to over rely on things like what Terapagos represents, makes it too powerful where it's like now needs to be sealed, like reduced back. And in exchange for their civilization, they're able to like blank the slate, send a warning shot to the future saying never to do this again. And then in the future, some guys now trying to do this again. That is a good story.
That is good.
A civilization that fell by giving themselves up, warning the future not to make that mistake again. And
Blueberry's catching the remnants of it. Someone said the air professor gets terrestrialized against their will, so the crystals are controllable or programmable. Do you know at the end of the game when they're fighting you and everything's red? I guess I don't know what they're saying. They're controllable and programmable. One, I know they have like it almost looks like they have a mind of its own. It almost felt like, let's say Terapagos is slowly emerging now. Maybe he's not freed yet, but it's almost like he was trying to stop me from stopping the time machine at the end.
Who was?
Terapagos. So when he terrestrializes the professor at the end and then makes them fight you again, it's a bit confusing. Well, Terapagos has to be terrestrializing Earth. He's super big in the book. His tail is the very oceans. And right there on screen, the crystals are eating Earth. Yeah. Atlantis, a fictional island mentioned in an allegory on the hubris of nations in Plato's works. The story ends with Atlantis falling out of favor with the deities and submerging into the ocean. Now, what you said is it, man. So you go to Blueberry's bottom and you just see underwater city Moss everywhere.
Pull up Atlantis on Google right now.
You think we'd get good pictures?
Yeah, they'd give you great. Just type in like old Atlantis.
Oh, these ones?
See, no, like go down. Like think of that. Imagine you looked out the window and that's what you saw. You'd be like, oh. Now that it would have to be even. You would think even in its heyday, this is its fallen day. You see?
Yeah.
It's already collapsed right now. Go back to the Googles. Now go down. Go down a bit more. Go to the one right there.
This one?
No. This right below it, like the one that looks like jellyfishy. But see how there's so much color?
Yeah.
I'm trying to just show you. That's not necessarily how I imagine it, but it's to show you that the thriving, like ancient civilization that it once could be. That looks more like Ratchet and Clank, but
okay, I see it.
The point is to just show how it would look like if then that's fall. It's already fallen.
So just imagine like blueberries there and like using Karate Run because this takes place. This is a sequel, right? So you already have it fully unlocked. What if like you can swim temporarily, like 3 minutes, you can travel and come back?
If they brought diving back,
wow.
Shoot. This DLC could be one of the greatest things ever in Pokemon, or it could be the biggest disappointment. Please
imagine Crown Tundra compared to this.
If this is even like 70%, 80% of what of like the energy we're trying to capture, this is probably gonna be the greatest rollout of a Pokemon game. And this sets the bar so high for what the future is gonna be.
I'm not the bar. What have they done? They made past and future Pokemon Atlantis. They've done too much.
Do you understand? The case? Do you understand if everything we just said kind of plays out, right?
Yeah.
In somewhere where all of us as a community are satisfied. We wait a year and a half later, right?
Yeah.
And then the rumors come out and it goes, rumors have it. The next game, Egypt. And you're like, I don't care.
Oh, now
I don't care. Let's do this. Now all of a sudden, they've brought back the fun of Pokemon. You're like, where are we going next? What nonsense are we getting into? They've brought the fun back. It's not just throwaways. Honestly, if they're gonna do that, make as many chibi art throwaway games as you want. I'm just not gonna buy them. I'm just gonna buy this main game because at least this exists. Like, just it's cool.
This is them leveling up. Could you imagine? Because they threw so much. Now in the next game, it wouldn't just be like there's so many concepts in this game. Even if you take away Terapagos, like they made regional variants. Regional fakes. They made paradox Pokemon. Riding underwater would be so sick.
I know. Oh my god, it would be. And you know, it'd be so cool if the developers developed a specific function for Miraidon just to dive in this one.
Yeah,
thing.
or
like,
they just
can you
have a
imagine?
door and you swim out on.
I don't. You know, it'd be so funny. Like you're like, we need to go underwater. We're like, but no one wants to, right? And then they're like, Miraidon, can you do it? And it's like, because I use Miraidon, right? And it's like whining, and then it's just like, fine. And you look back, and then Arvid pops up. You're like, what do you want? And he's just like, here. It's a sandwich.
Oh, a sandwich. Okay, now do it. Oh, that's good.
I usually hate doing this. This is for mischief. Here. And all of a sudden, it's like ready. They start swimming through, and you're like, yo, how many? If you feed him like 3 more, does he become Terapagos? I'm just joking. Like, how much stronger could he get? But if he swims,
yo, I'm kind of mad. You know, I don't know if you ever have you ever gone to Area Zero at the end of the game?
No, like after post. No, anything cool there?
I guess you could try going there right now. And then I'll look for some more comments. Go to Area Zero and go to like just fly to the very bottom. That would be so sick to bring back. I don't think Terapagos is Ouroboros. The closest thing we have to Ouroboros would be the Rayquaza. No, I don't think it's Ouroboros. You're saying it because it's like a circle kind of in the image, right? But nah. Heath partially reminds me of someone. If you know Nolan, the liar story from One Piece, you can partially make Heath's story out to be similar.
That's interesting. Heath and Nolan were like, it's interesting the guy brought that up. Nolan was one of the characters because he's the guy who was like Gold City, and then there was like, no, but he was actually telling the truth.
He was right. So what, you think people went to Area Zero after and there's no Paradox Pokemon anymore?
Maybe.
No Herba Mystica?
See, Herba Mystica sounds like some like Atlantic, like grown ancient herb. Like they knew how to cultivate that and grow that. And maybe that was partially what they were feeding to expedite the guy's growth process. Because that turns Pokemon into Titan. So kind of turn that mini Terapagos into a Titan.
Yeah. That's
what's freaky is the idea of a small Pokemon given those herbs and turned to a Titan. Because what you have is like name me one Pokemon that became Titan.
Let's say the Great Tusk.
The Great Iron Treads, right? That became Titan. Now, what happens if I decided to feed like
Alakazam?
not even Alakazam? I was gonna say like I'm just trying to think of like Heatran.
Okay.
And you just feed it lots and lots of like Heatran might not be Regigigas, feed it.
Nah.
It's the end of the world. So what if you feed this guy?
You gotta be dancing beside him here.
Like he'd be wrestling this guy. There'd be a fight on top of
For no
planets.
reason.
J-
Yo,
all-
be no Kagu Sushi.
yeah, just Regigigas just with the fire palm,
Yeah.
like Akuma.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Maybe this was the threat that Zygarde was supposed to fight in Z. TTar, kind of how like Rayquaza, a third legend, having an enemy with Deoxys. Bro, I would love that, but if they start crossing over the games like that, that'd be insane. I don't think Zygarde. I don't know why. I don't know why they revisited hexagons. They could have just made it octagons.
Yeah. You would want Zygarde to come save the day, but that'd be so cool if he just got too strong and then all of a sudden this guy just popped up. But there's no reason to have him pop up.
That's the thing. There's no
No
reason.
reason to have him pop up.
They could tell
And
a good
fight
story
and
without
to
that.
fight off Terapagos. No,
You have to
reason.
lose. You have to fight and lose. And bro, you're pathetic. So yeah, just go fly all the way to the bottom. Oh my god, someone said Reggie Surf. Oh, yo. So Reggie just eats them. He's wrestling them. You go like eat a burger, come back. There's a Reggie Surf.
Reggie serve.
What does that mean?
He's just
They had a baby, or he just made one out of it.
It's just a flat rock that just goes through the water. It's got three lines, three dots.
oh, this the dots.
What
on the
station you want me to go to?
Okay, just fly all the way to the bottom.
I don't know how to fly there.
You just jump off and glide down.
I'm in the station.
Oh, so just go out, go to station 4,
Yeah,
and then go
we
outside.
gotta plug this into to the thing one day.
You could have the dock there.
We gotta set that up next time
Yeah.
because then it'd be cool for them to just see what goofy stuff I'm doing. Don't judge my Pokemon party though. My guys are named stupid. Okay, I'm in station 4. Now what?
Okay, so go outside and fly all the way to the bottom.
Go outside and fly.
Like jump off and glide to the very bottom.
Maraudion's usable now.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all keep talking.
Someone said Reggie Guy Psychic.
I'm jumping off the cliff. I wish there was a hooked up so you guys see me being stupid. I'm jumping off the cliff. I see a bunch of crystal stuff.
There's kind of I could hook it up if I had like 5 minutes.
Huh?
I could kind of hook it up if I had 5 minutes.
Man, but we're supposed to guess Pokemon to get out of here. This is a problem.
Can you reach out for a sec then?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I reach out.
Okay, I reach out.
Actually, just nah.
Nah?
Just
This guy's like, don't make me reach out, please. I might be able to do it in like 1 second, but I would cover your face because I can maybe steal that and plug it in.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? I'll just get. No. So let me see your screen.
Huh?
Let me see your screen.
My thing?
No, let me just see it. They show me. Okay, so go. You're on the crystals right now. Go even more down. Go to the very bottom.
Just go directly to the floor?
Yeah. What about the crystals eating up Atlantis in the past? Maybe Kostrok is causing it to sink.
Okay, just recharge just for a second or two. Just make sure.
Yeah. Reggie Moon, Fairy, Reggie Fungi, Reggie Vine, Reggie Tiller, Reggie Pot, Reggie Mail, Registration.
Who said registration?
Who said that? Oh, it's right. It's Greed 616.
I'm gonna throw a pen at you, man. You the champ. Registration.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. If you look at that picture in the book, Terapagos has land and sea around a circle that ends near its mouth, like a long tail about to eat. Ends near its mouth. Terapagos has land and sea around a circle that ends near a mouth, like a long tail about to eat. I don't see what you're saying. Reggie Gold, Reggie.
All right, here. You can hook it up.
You want, yeah?
If you want to, you can hook it up.
Okay. Okay, so reach out, I'll look it up. I might be able to steal your face and do it.
Okay, maybe we'll like skip the guest stuff.
I mean, will it work with this doc? Let me see.
Just see if it'll work. I'll just read some chats for a bit. Reggie Fold. Reggie Chronic. What's up?
Bruh.
That's it? Wow. That's all it took?
Nah, but it's not. The chat can't see it though.
So flip the camera around. Isn't that like our most bootleg way of doing it?
You could go with
Reggie Chan. Reggie Phobia. You got Reggie. We're gonna make a legion of Reggies. Reggie Sir. You can't see Union Circle. This is stuff that T's probably gonna know better. You can't see Union Circle, people. What is that? Reggie'itis. Reggie'itis. Amazing. He's got what's Slay King's ability?
Oh,
What's Slay King's ability? Truant?
Yeah.
Isn't it taunt or something? Just called lazy. Reggie Breakdance. Reggie Cray. Yes. I'm a rock star. This guy said Reggie Cray. I'm a rock star, bro. I can't believe in real time we're attempting to do this.
Can I just use your Joy-Cons?
Yeah, you could totally just like play using my. You could sit on the couch and just use them yourself.
No.
Let's see if this plays up. Reggie Atlas, counterpart to Reggie Gigas. Yep, that's Reggie Gigas is literally like an Atlas himself. In fact, if Reggie Gigas was giving him Herb Mysticas, he'd probably be carrying Terapagos the whole planet like, yo, screw you.
Okay, let me see.
Did we suddenly go from guessing Pokemon to having a playthrough? What are we doing?
No, I'm just gonna show you something in like a minute. I don't know why I looked it up, but
Happy Easter, Sir Splob. Sploob. Sir Sploob. Sir Sploob. Everyone eat chocolate. I don't know what y'all do on Easter. We just.
I think they celebrate this. I think that's the day Jesus rises, right?
Oh, let the Lord rise. Terapagos.
I think they're all sad on Friday, and then they're happy on Sunday. They're blessed at like Sunday celebrating.
Are you doing what? Why you guys are all listing different Reggie names? Are you doing what TTar did to the Hitmons?
Did I do that? When did I do that?
I don't know.
I did do that, but how do you know I did that?
I did. Someone else did.
Oh, they're saying that. Okay, look, I got it. So just play. I guess play connected to that. I just want you have the controllers, right? Oh, it's freaking jank, bro.
They can see it there. That's them.
Yeah.
How could they see it there and I can't see it here? Can I? I can play?
Because I only have one HDMI. Okay,
Wait, y'all see my team?
I just want to see something.
Look at my team. Look at what I named.
Oh.
I can't say it out loud. Look what I named Iron Tread.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was the direction. You didn't know about the future Pokemon, right?
No, I got that. I was like, what is that?
He got the Kaka. He got the no Kaka experience.
I was like, what in the heck is this?
My God, yo, he actually saw that Dawn fan without the Kaka experience, and he saw the Delibird without the Kaka experience.
I'm chilling, man. So what am I doing right now?
Okay, so just jump off.
Okay, does anybody see this
What
weird?
the heck is that?
What is that? See,
Bruh, here I am vouching for the games, and you have a float on your screen.
What is that? Is that like a Noivern?
Man, it's an upside down Noibat.
Bro, guys, can you see that weird sticker on my?
Man, this is the first time I've seen this bug.
I told you.
No, I can't even like vouch for the game anymore.
Okay, where am I jumping
Just
off?
jump off and glide and just look around. I'm trying to see for stuff.
Ah, what is that nonsense?
Nah, don't worry about these. This guy fought them.
I don't want to fight him. I'm gonna get out of here. Don't play
Yo,
with
he had
Tifo.
the no Kaka experience and the no Ku
end you.
experience, but more importantly, the no Kaka. All right.
Where am I going? Where am I going?
So just go right. Try to get into her lab or his lab.
Where's his lab?
Wait, go look right. All right, just go that way. Okay, go up that hill. You see that path? What the frick is that?
Take these controllers.
No. You're right there. Is that shiny? I run.
The Kaka experience.
The Kaka experience means Kaka already told us that this. Go left. You see that hill? Left. That left hill. Go up that hill.
That ramp. You see how Kaka already leaked that there's past and future Pokemon and all. So he didn't know that there's future Pokemon. He's playing this game and he sees the treads. Then he sees the Delibird. I was waiting for him to see the Delibird. Don't fight these things.
I don't even know that there's one in front of me. What is wrong with you?
Someone said,
I will KO you.
Yeah, Kaka leaked everything. Yo, I stopped looking at the leak, so I had enough of the game saved for me.
Yo, how many of them are here? I will reduce you into Kaka. You look like a Kaka bag.
Glimmer.
When I walk your dogs.
Yo, he does look like the poo bag.
When I have to walk boss for him.
Someone said, I wish we had repels.
I don't. Who's this guy?
Look. That's all I had to show you.
It's the Jesus form. What do you want? You want beef again, buddy? Yo, did you guys know that thing that happens when you do that?
Oh, do it.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was like one of the very few people that, you know, this thing, right?
Yeah. How did you discover that?
Because I did exactly that. I do that in every game.
You're just messing around. You did that?
Yo, there he is. That was the coolest thing. Anyways, so do I run up on him?
Yeah, there's no sound. But
see, look how he looks like. He's like,
wait, guys, do you hear the sound? No, wait, did you guys hear this sound the whole time? No one told me. All right, oh, they can't hear it. Okay. I was gonna say, because I can't hear it. If you want to talk to it.
His hands rotate like, oh, damn. What's he saying? See, he's just like, I'm your superior.
Yeah. Crowdon looks different.
What's he gonna explode? Ow! Oh, you want beef?
Why is this? Is this guy facing the wrong way? Look, Hadron engine.
I'm fighting his bum.
Can you change the camera angle? Oh, he is looking.
Never mind.
Nothing happens, but you see what level it is? All it's just a Mewtwo at the bottom of Area 0, pretty much.
Can you catch him?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
So I can have two Miraidons?
So you can get Turo's Miraidon. That's what Turo is.
So I can have two Miraidons?
Yeah.
Whoa!
So I was gonna say I don't understand why they did this though. Why do we catch Turo's Miraidon?
Because it's time to go back and get revenge for messing with my guy.
What, you're gonna release him? I thought this guy should have been sent to the future with them. This guy survived.
That's true. You know, it would have been so weird if you came down here and there's a Koraidon.
Bruh. No, I'm just someone said he's guarding the lab.
Yeah, I'm like, what does he have to do here? Why you keep hyper beaming me? You know I'm like built tough.
So what I was gonna say is, if they never showed this guy, imagine you're in the Blueberry Academy DLC, and at some point the other Miraidon pops up. Maybe as a good guy or whatever, but he just pops up.
Yeah,
but they did this.
But it still means that it could happen. Oh, because you would have to capture him, right?
Yeah.
It would have been cool if he popped up and he's almost like he was the one who was like a bit a-hole.
And now he's like teamed up with your Miraidon.
Work with your Miraidon. Oh,
like buddy, man.
What's wrong with y'all, man? Now I have to do the inevitable.
So someone said you ride the other Miraidon, and this one you can use just for more battling. Yeah.
Oh, how we don't got edit mode on this. Who do you think you are?
That is kind of sad if it's protecting the lab.
I'm level 100. It's just destroyed me, bro. What's 168 times 2?
370.
Am I dead in the next hit?
346.
We're just gonna try to catch him before this is over.
Did it do exactly half?
I didn't put him in red yet. These guys are gonna be like, what's wrong with you? Yo, you want to fight, bro? Don't do that again.
Yo, I think it did exactly half. I don't know. I don't know why I can't get sound on this, by the way.
It's all good. It's just cool that he's level 72. You want to guess Pokemon why I try to catch this guy?
I don't know what I did.
Bro, how am I supposed to find where I'm fighting? Okay, well, to be continued, guys. We're back at Terapagos.
I was like, maybe this will give me sound, and it's just gone now.
I can hear it. Can you?
So freaking loud.
You know, it's so funny. I can't see it on the TV, but I can see it on the stream.
How?
Look, it's not on the TV.
No.
Who cares? I can still do it.
It's so loud, guys.
This is so weird. I'm playing on the stream. I'm trying to like injure it without. This thing's gonna mess me up no matter what I do. What do I switch to? I gotta get it to red.
Yeah, go into him. I
This thing's gonna electrocute my bird.
I gotta take that sound.
TTar.
I gotta send that freaking sound away. It was so loud.
I just gotta. Oh my god, it's gonna destroy me. I'm done. I hate you.
Someone said you don't have a Pokemon with false swipe and a status move, bro. People are like masters. They're like the. You don't have this.
How do you get false swipe on?
I think they set up a they train a Pokemon to be able to catch Pokemon.
You guys are like the pros. You know that's like they know. Oh god.
Someone said you want Extreme Scarlet. What am I supposed to do, bro?
No, we want Extreme Violet.
I would do Scarlet.
Yeah, what do you do? I don't even think the people that deal with Extreme want to touch Violet. Like, what the heck am I gonna do?
I don't think they want to play it. What happened? Oh, you closed it?
No, I'm just chilling.
Oh, I'm stupid. I pushed something.
Okay, what move? Fury attack him?
All right, you want to do guess the Pokemon while you're catching him?
Yeah. I mean, this is multi-attack. We could try.
All right. You think of Pokemon, I'll guess yours.
It's kind of funny because I'm like staring at Pokemon and I'm thinking of Pokemon, so this is gonna like really ruin stuff. Oh, don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! What are you doing? No!
What did you use?
No! Don't! Oh yeah!
You'll catch it. All right, throw ball. You'll catch it.
I gave him the Mr. Satan thing. Oh yeah!
It's a freaking Mewtwo, man. How you gonna?
Let's go! I got him. Come on, man. I use Fury attack.
All right, you're gonna use Fury attack. Use 3 Wiggles, and it's gonna break out. What?
Game over! Oh, you damn it! I was gonna drop the control like a beast. Oh no! No!
What did you do? What did you do?
I attacked it.
Why did you attack it? When did you save your game last? Don't worry, that's what I did too. Because I hated it, so I killed it. I never caught it in my game.
Guys, I just went from like the ultimate victory to the ultimate loss.
Oh, I think you leveled up. Look, the other right on fled some. Yo, they should have made him. Why would they?
So you know what they should have done? They should have made him uncatchable.
At least, right? If you could encounter him.
They should have made it uncatchable. So if you kill him, he fled somewhere else.
Okay, I just turn the game off now so that you can find him again.
I lost my other controller. I threw it
there.
I threw it somewhere. Where is it? Man, yo, I was so. If that just ended like that, I'd be like, man.
Damn, man. Because you got him the perfect red.
Do I save this? No.
No, what the heck? Just go. Oh, just go to sleep. Put the thing to sleep.
Shout out to my cornrows. Okay, I don't know what to do.
That's cool. You found the thing on your own. Because I think I read it and I found it.
No, I do that with every like game I play.
And he just started spinning.
I just started spinning the character around. Then he just went like if you don't, if you play Creed,
yeah,
and you do that with the bird starts spinning around and doing weird tricks. Like
that.
all these games do it.
Oh,
like I was playing Ghost of Tsushima, I was spinning around doing weird stuff. That's kind of cool. We should do more stuff like that. You know what we should do?
Play Mario Kart or something.
Like we should do some stream where we both like battle each other.
Oh, I thought you meant a Switch game.
Yeah, I mean exactly Switch game. What you want to play me in like God of War or something? No, that's not gonna happen. I will destroy you.
All right, there we go. Let's guess the Pokemon.
Guess one each.
So, all right, I'm ready. Go. You guess mine.
I'm gonna guess first.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it the first 4 gens?
Yeah. Let me get the things up. You have 9 questions. Is the first 4 gens? Yeah.
Okay. So, is it? Can I? Okay.
Let's see if Chad guesses. Yeah, go.
Is it the first 4? I can't. I always want to ask better questions, but I just end up having to like use the typical questions in our arsenal. If it's the first 4 gens, do I just gotta?
Just ask questions as they come fast. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're the same.
Okay, can we eliminate the 3rd or 4th?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm in good territory. Okay, so at this point, there's no excuse for me not to get it. If it's first 2 gens, then I shouldn't have an excuse to get it. Not get it. Wild card. I'm joking.
It's good to do it.
Is it a big Pokemon?
It's pretty big.
Okay, is it legendary?
It's not a legendary.
It's a big Pokemon. Is it a big Pokemon?
It's relatively big. It's not like gigantic.
Okay. Is it fat?
No, it's a fit.
It's a fit. He a fit guy?
Hmm.
Damn it. I had a pretty good one.
That's gonna throw you off.
He a fit guy. Okay, hold up. He fit. Oh, he's a starter?
No.
He's like, well, what starter's fit? I'm like, eh.
It's got like Blast. I was Blastoise.
I was trying to think about Blastoise like fit, but he's not fit, right? But he, do any of the Elite Four members have him? Ha! Ha ha!
No.
Damn! What the heck Pokemon is this? There's 10 Elite Four members. Or 9.
Nah.
None of the 9 have
I
him.
don't think they have him, no.
Then he stinks.
Kinda.
Like if Lance and Agatha and Lorelai don't have him, what is this?
You got this.
In the first 2 gens. And he's kind of big, but he's not big, but he's athletic.
Mm-hmm.
Harry,
This guy.
what's his name in metal form?
Iron Hands.
Iron Hands. He's athletic. Okay, fine. Gen 1, 2. Gen 1, 2. I don't have the chats. I have Google open.
That doesn't matter. I don't think they're gonna get it.
Wow, really? It's that thing, eh? Okay, fine. I have to ask the obvious one. Can I cancel out the second gen?
Yeah.
Okay, so if none of the Elite Four members have him and he's a big guy.
Gen 1 Pokemon relatively big, pretty fit, but that one's gonna throw you off.
Pretty fit.
Mm-hmm.
He got a 6-pack.
No, he doesn't. He's gonna throw you up because I mean the thing is slim, you know, pretty slim.
He's slim, but he fit.
Yeah.
Oh, he got 4 arms?
No.
Is he fully evolved?
Yeah.
The heck is this? What is what?
I'll give you a wild card, okay?
Okay, fine.
I
should be able to
I'm
guess.
pretty
this.
sure.
If I can't guess it off a wild card, I'm a douche.
I'm pretty sure one of the last 4 gym leaders has it.
So Jimmy Leader does have it.
You said Elite 4 though.
Oh, yeah, I did say Elite Four.
Yeah, right? Okay.
You said one of the last gym leaders have it?
One of the last 4 gym leaders have it.
Oh my god.
You're
purple?
Huh?
Purple?
No.
Oh, just because of your reaction, I got all excited. I was like, is he purple?
He's not.
Oh. Is it a female?
I think typically people would probably catch it female. So there's a bird, it's an airplane. Could go.
I don't. Oh. You know what my mind instantly goes to?
What?
Completely Giovanni's whole arsenal.
It's not Giovanni.
Damn it, man! Who is this guy?
So it's not Giovanni. It's not Koga. Who is it? It's fully evolved.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty slim, relatively big. Doesn't belong to Koga or Giovanni. There's only 2 other gym leaders.
Arcanine.
Pretty close.
I hate you. What is it then?
You get 1 guess and you're done.
Oh, but you said pretty close. I'm like, it's Blaine. Blaine's got it. Who's Blaine got?
Maybe he don't, bro. Maybe he does still. I don't remember his team.
What other gym leader decided to carry a fire type?
No. I was thinking Blaine, but I don't know if he carries it.
Oh, I don't know. I'm like constipated right now.
I imagine he carries it.
Man, I know Blaine's Pokemon, but I don't think it's any of the ones you're mentioning.
That's pretty fast.
Is it Rapidash?
Not bad. You didn't think I would have picked Rapidash? See, was that an ass Pokemon to pick?
Nah, that was pretty thick.
All right,
but you know
go.
why? That one worked because I was actually aware of the game in a way where you're
right. So
because
you
right
can
now,
actually play the game.
like
for
I
once.
played the game. I remember what is it, like a level 44 Rapidash?
Yeah. So he does have it. Yeah. T,
Ah.
have you heard about Arceus and the giants he defeated? On each plate, it states the power defeated giants influence this place. That's a very good question. Legends Arceus dropped some weird lore.
What happened? He fought giants?
Yeah, when you look at Arceus'
Norse.
plates, it says some weird. How?
If he fought giants, they're Jotuns. They're Norse.
Damn, man.
There could be giants, and they already mentioned Titans.
There's gonna be Pokemon Legends guaranteed, and they're gonna revisit Arceus again.
That is incredible.
Titans. Oh, maybe he beat up a bunch of Regigigas.
Regigigas would be considered like a Titan giant Pokemon.
So what if there's a Jotunheim and there's a bunch of Regigigases? There's only
Maybe.
one survivor.
Maybe.
All right, you get your Pokemon.
You know, it'd be a crazy one-on-one fight. Regigigas and Zygarde. That'd be like blowing the earth up in half. Like I'm just thinking of going blow for blow. Zygarde and
oh, because
Regigigas.
he's Optimus Prime. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
Why does that giant thing remind me of Majora's Mask? And then the Teal mask, the giant thing. You talking about this?
Huh?
No, I'm talking to them. You talking about this? One of the giants is Heatran. It was revealed in the anime. There's no way, bro. There's no way, bro. I saw Heatran crawling in the 13th movie on a wall. This guy was like the size of a dog. Yo, what's up, Kelvin? Your name's Kelvin? What are you doing, Kelvin? The processor is alive. The AI went to the past to save the real processor to fix their mistake. What's happening here?
What, the professor needed to put what?
He said the professor needed a processor, so he went to the past. He needed a GTX or something.
You need a GTX and an AMD chip.
You got a Pokemon or you're thinking?
Nah, I got one.
All right, okay. Is it from the first? It's from like Gen 7.
I told you, you got to just do that. Because eventually the questions got good.
Okay, is it fully evolved?
Yeah.
Is it a 3-stage Pokemon? So fully evolved. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, fully evolved and 3-stage Pokemon, guys. This narrows it down incredibly. Is it a starter?
No.
I gotta narrow the gens now. Is it from? I want to do like 2 gens. Maybe I should do it to be risky. Is it from Gen 3 or 7?
No.
Frick, man, what's the point of that? And I gotta correct this. Is it from Gens 1 or 2?
No.
Okay, now it's 4, 6, 8, 9.
See, you can't even remember.
I was trying to be cool. I didn't want to do the obvious. All right, is it from Gens 4 or 6?
I have to tell you which one?
No, is it from one of those 2?
Yeah.
Okay, Gens 4 or 6. I wish somebody questioned that. Okay, so it's definitely Gen 6.
We need notepads or more RAM in our brain in order to keep up with this.
It's not Aegis slash a 3-stage Pokemon. It said it's not a starter, so it's Gen 6
Or
Gen 4. Okay, is it from Gen 6?
No.
Oh, I thought I had you there, man. Is it gonna be one of the weird ones that like Electivire or something? No, that's not my guess.
It's right in the. I'll tell you, it's medium.
Is it Togekiss?
No, that was a good one though. I was thinking.
Okay, does 2 of its does 4 legs touch the ground?
I'm laughing because
why is he thinking about it?
I'm trying to do everything I can to throw him off while I figure this out. What did you say?
Do the 4 legs touch the ground?
No.
It's probably on 2 legs. 2 legs.
What's the chat? Let me see if the chat's got
2 legs, fully evolved.
Chats.
Gen 4.
Well, you're not.
No, I'm on this page. 2 legs, fully evolved. The 4 legs don't touch the ground. What Pokemon even is 4 legs? Okay. It does stand on 2 legs.
Yeah.
What?
I just wanted to do that.
What are you doing, bro? I was thinking Cricketune, you did that sound. What other Pokemon are there?
I'm just trying to mess around with them.
You said I was close when I did Togekiss?
No, as in like you're not close to that Pokemon. It's just you're in Gen 4. It's medium. Like I'm not a wild card, but I'll throw you a hint. Like think more towards something you would assemble and develop over the first half of the game.
Bro, Luxray has all 4 freaking feet. Does Luxray stand up ever?
In the first half, you'll get one of these, and by the end of by the second half, you'll probably like have them like well developed.
It's not a starter.
Nope. But the journey kind of moves you from
Staraptor.
there, huh? What did you say?
Staraptor.
Yeah. What did you say?
Staraptor.
What is that?
What is he doing?
Say it with full
Staraptor.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
You could have said it's Tony Stark.
What What the frick? Yo, we did pretty good there.
Yeah, I think this is our best attempt yet for both of us. Can we just stay in the first 4 gens? If you said Galar, we'd be here for 44 minutes. I think I give you like I think you give us both Bs.
Yeah, we did pretty good still.
We did pretty good. Good job, y'all. Paraducky gave us a cosign. Shades for real. And when Cray was doing the Drapion impression.
Oh, the Drape. Yo, that was a.
No, remember when I put up the camera? And I was doing the whole Drapion thing.
Fangs. Yeah, that was a good one. Let's see what people are saying.
Read the chats. Tony Stark.
Someone saying it's not a starter, bro. How do you know what it is? What do you mean? Something. It's not a starter, bro.
He's guessing with me like I told everyone. We're all on the same page.
Oh, Garchomp.
What about him?
Could have been Garchomp.
It could have been. Oh yeah, he's on two things too. That would have been a bit more thing. Staraptor is a good one.
Why'd you have to look up Staraptor like he was touching the ground somehow?
I don't know. For some reason, I thought his like wings might hit the floor or something. And I'm like, technically.
What if the Giants are a council of gods that Arceus defeated? What if they're the true gods that ruled the universe and Arceus was a bad one that killed him off? He's like Aizen. He just killed the council of gods. That would mess. What if he killed 18 gods?
This guy mixed Bleach with God of War.
This guy killed 18 gods and took their crystals. Oh, sure. That means Giratina's doing something good. Okay, let's get out of here, yeah?
Yeah. Shout out to Dragon Power. Red light, Dragon Power.
Red light.
Our hero successfully finished a Guess That Pokemon with their dignity attached. Will that dignity continue? What the heck did we discuss today that I could use as a summary?
We talked about Atlantis.
Will Atlantis rise or fall? Has it fallen or is it on the rise? When does this sound effect move forward? Find out on the next episode
of Dragon Ball
Chilling
Z.
with
Find out. Just repeat
T.
yourself. Okay.
Wait. Find out on
Run.
the next episode.
I just have to keep saying that.
Yeah.
This is when everyone just starts like bugging out.
Just
Just starts tripping.
Bitch, I'm the man. Give me my spot on that throne. They didn't want me to grow. They didn't know. I would make all of them grow. I did it all on my own. Man, what was you? When I was trapped in my zone. Never had nothing to own. Now it's all good.